it's so gosh dang hot. Why are we holding events outside in the sun in the summer?
Mm.
Like,
It's a desert.
like legitimately, last year I went like later in the day because I was like, oh, I want to go when it's cooler out, and there was practically no one there because all the stuff was done. I'm like, what is up with people that live in the desert? Like, how used to the heat do you have to be to party in the middle of the day in the sun?
And the people were drinking at the Pride event, and it's like, how are some of you people still sober?
So I have never been to a Pride event sober, so
It was fun. I got my bisexual flag, all good stuff.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking I need to pick up some flags sometime soon.
now are you gonna iron them or are you gonna leave them unironed? That's the real question.
I mean, unironed has this sort of look of like, hey, yes, I'm gay. You don't get to tell me what to do, but just iron does look very uniform and nice.
I love Ted's little gift there. All right, we can begin. Welcome back, everybody.
Ting.
I'm trying to recall something. Oh, never mind. Okay, I figured it out in my brain. Welcome, buddy, to Tuesday morning session 34. We're so far along. Wonder how far we'll truly get. We'll make it all the way to the end, and I'll be able to send you guys your graduation packets. So much fun.
Yippee!
Ooh.
I've told you guys about that, right?
No.
Nope.
I plan on anyone who completes Magic and Mysterium, at least probably starting from at least like 4th year onward, then you'll get a whole like graduation bouquet with a bunch of different like stuff and like a little like graduation certificate that I'll make um and like maybe like a hat, like a pointed hat or something, or like your own wand, or maybe
Ooh.
like a gift card to like a wand maker so they can make you your wand.
That's adorable. I love that.
Yeah, some Magic Mysterium merch.
I'm greatly looking forward to seeing the price on international shipping for that. Just being like, oh my god. It does sound cool though.
A little tapestry with Mysterium on it. I have those in my store.
Ito's just like, it's like, wait, you're gonna buy something for me? Quick, 55 burgers, 55 cokes, 55 tacos, 55 pizzas, 55 pies.
Let me go first. I'm doing something.
I'm so glad you guys have seen that. It's such a good season of I Think You Should Leave.
I heard it, but I have yet to actually see it. So there we go.
It's good.
I've seen clips.
I will say, if you do like that kind of stuff, I would really recommend you go back and you use a VPN to get the BBC iPlayer, commit fraud, basically. And what's Limmy's show, which is where the What's Heavier Steal Off Evers clip comes from. It's very underrated. I wish more people would watch all of it because there's so much good stuff.
1 kilogram of steel or 1 kilogram of feathers. That's right. What's heavier is 1 kilogram of steel because steel is heavier than feathers. They're both a kilogram. Oh.
But steel's heavier than feathers.
I thought your recommendation at first was going to be Auntie Donna. It's like,
oh, I have seen that. That's good shit.
They're wild.
Like, you told me that everything could be a drum. I left my wife for this.
Let's try to be good. I just like we just all like hanging out with each other too much. We just
it's Tuesday morning. We chill. We talk about weird shit sometimes. It's a good time.
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
It's Tuesday, and it's 100% horny.
Every time someone says it's Tuesday,
no,
I do the Kubrick face. I just want you guys to know.
No, you don't understand.
The Kubrick stare.
Yeah, that's literally what I do.
60% horny. Everyone else is the other 10%.
Hey, I think I make a good percent up of horny.
Yeah, where's the other 30%? Are you splitting? Oh, okay. Hey, in all reality, we're all just flirting with Alex.
What you pay for?
I paid $27 for this.
That reminds me so strongly of Wednesday nights. Riker saying I spent $35 to brew one potion. I was dying laughing.
You had the opportunity. I have thrown to you multiple times. He's like, I'll brew a potion. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And then he complains about it later.
It was so funny though, the way he said it.
Fuck.
The hypocrisy is real, but anyways.
He loves making me squirm.
No, Wednesday night is like bullying you.
Oh, constantly, consistently. That's just how the game is. Well, every game brings their own charm. This game is sweet horny. That's what it is.
Sweet and horny.
Unlike Monday mornings, which is just horny.
Last time that we played, we were able to do clubs. We tried a bunch of different things. Sorry, I'm having a pop. And we were able to kind of go underground, be able to see the Fantastic Horticulture Club and like the Artisans Guild. We had people sign up for Lightning Boy the musical, so that'll be fun.
I'm sure that'll be a whole session.
Yeah, Beckett and I met a witch. It was great.
I do have a map. I do have a
I watched
map.
some of it the first time you did it, so I know it exists.
So that was Much Ado About Mean Girls. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm. You'd have to rejigger a bit to be the Lightning by the musical specifically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As for now, we finally return to classes as the weekend is up. You make your way through the grand stone halls of Hogwarts School. The air is filled with the scent of freshly conjured parchment and the distant clang of potion ingredients being prepared in the dungeons. You move toward your next class, casting furtive glances at the many portraits that adorn the walls. The excitement of knowledge, honing your magic, is palpable as you walk out on the grounds. Aurors are seen in the north, moving their small encampment just outside the greenhouse area. But today, walking into Greenhouse 11 for the first time this week, you can see the Orborium has been taken over by an odd blue flower just everywhere. Oh, hello, class. Please don't disturb the blue flowers. They were important to today's lesson, but it seems they may have gotten a bit carried away with themselves, Professor Longbottom says from the other side of the room. You walk further in the room. The whole class struggles as people try not to step on any, and you can see Macy and Rin have to literally restrain themselves from picking them. Now that everyone's here, can anyone tell me what our little friends are actually called? He says, looking down at them.
And
Okay, that's a D4 to Cersei, herbology checks.
yippee!
Wait 1 second. Ooh, so at the very least, my roll is going to be a flat because that 1d4 will cover my -1 to hint.
18.
In true Beckett fashion, I have no fucking idea.
12.
Yep. Oh, and I'll quickly grab it. So it's in. Sending to Miss Brimshire. Perhaps you might be able to enlighten us.
Oh, these are wild bluebells.
Very, very true. Yes, precisely. Good eye. 5 points to Hufflepuff.
Yippee!
66. Now I have 66 points. We just need someone in chat to give us 3 points to Hufflepuff, and then we'll have 69 house points.
I'm a prefect, Alex. I could just give the 3 points.
Would Melody do that, though?
No. She wouldn't know that.
Rachel would.
I would.
Oh! Onyx. Onyx is here for it. 1 point. 1 point.
69.
Yeah. 69 house points. Woo, just don't get another natural 20. 5 points to Hufflepuff. Juniper has her hand up, just like really, really shaking it violently. Neville looks toward her. All right, Miss Byrne, go ahead. They only grow around very old trees due to the mycelium cultures in the soil. I mean, how did you even manage to grow them everywhere? Juniper asks. Well, I found them in the forest by a dead tree. They grew around the base, so I decided to take a sample of the soil along with them. They were starting to die, and I used a regerminating potion on them for you, but, this happened. Neville gestures around the many pots that now sport sapphire-colored bells in every nook and cranny. Just everywhere. Who has a very high passive perception?
Me.
Melody. Sees, as everyone is looking around, you see something. Move underneath the table by your foot. Something soft and green pulls into the safety of the darkness below.
Can Melody look under the table to see what the hell that was?
Sure. You can't see very well. There's something. It's dark underneath the tables. There's no real lights pointing down there. Soft moss covers whatever it is. Odd twigs jutting out of its fur. Is that fur? And then you see 2 white dots flick open, glowing in the dark, like little eyes that startle at your perceptiveness. You can hear as it runs just straight at you. You kind of jump backward, and this thing leaps out into the space. It's not alone. You watch as the entire classroom becomes overrun by what look to be shrubs, walking on 2 stem-like legs, now running about the space and knocking over people and plants. Whoa! What the... Brett jumps. Neville gasps. Gemma raises her wand to kill one of them. No! Neville grabs her wand. They're Bree-walkers! A moment passes, and all the walking shrubs seem to run away and find new hiding spots. You can see one hiding behind a potted sapling by the wall. I can't believe it. They must have been attracted by the bluebells. I already had a connection to the Faebone. I knew it was true.
So there was one underneath the table and it just jumped out.
That's all right. Yes, I think they might have been attracted to this space because of the new flowers. I have an idea. Let's see if we might be able to help our little guests feel more at home, huh? There's a regerminating potion in it for any people who can catch one of these little guys without hurting them. They are very delicate. And that's your thing today. Is you are to go out and find one of these hiding shrubs and be very delicate with it. The more, if it's roughed up even a little bit, you won't get the regerminating potion.
Well, it should be fine because I'm really good at finding things.
I sent a picture if you guys didn't see it.
Just a little guy.
He is just a little guy.
They are super cute.
Aww. I think any character design that's just like, yes, the face is hidden, but you can still see two eyes shining through, like top tier character design.
Like Jawas.
Jawas, Tangela, the wizard, the black mage from Final Fantasy.
Mimikyu.
Mimikyu.
Yeah. So it's just, that's little guy coded.
Let's have
Just
everybody make a perception check to go find our friends.
Oh, good.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
Perception is a 0.
I got a natural 20.
Do. Oh no!
Wow.
Oh my
2.
god.
Wow.
Oh my god.
We got the full range of rolls here, or well, the two ends of the spectrum here.
Yes.
Goodbye, 69.
It was fun while it lasted.
74.
You
Oh, funny. Melody, you watched yours as it ran away. You could see it pop down into a grate and was just gone. You decided to, once this assignment was given, go out after him. You kind of pass by and you could see a few little leaves that are left off in their wake. You follow him forward until you can see at the base of a large tree in one of the separate adjoining rooms, because it's a very large arboretum. There is like a stone railing that goes along it that keeps the tree up, and you can see what probably no one else would be able to, and that is it has run up the side of the tree and is sitting in one of the boughs, so it looks like it is just a mess of leaves amid many other leaves. Very good at hiding.
How am I gonna get it? Could I try using a magical creatures check to try to coax it out of its hiding spot?
Yeah, you could.
The 28.
Hey, you can see him up there. You can see like two little eyes look at you and then go away a second later.
Hey,
You go down and pick up some flowers. You pick a few that are over here. Hold them up toward, and you can see the leaves start to kind of rustle. They like lean toward you just lightly, and then you put a hand up. And what do you say to it?
If you want, I can give you some more. But I won't hurt you. I promise.
You can see one leg comes out, is on your hand there, and then it pulls forward and is now standing on you as you pull it down. And you have one that has that immediately is going to start to like rustle its leaves into the flowers. It's trying to self-pollinate itself.
All right. Melly's gonna just grab basically balancing this thing, grab a bunch of flowers and just kind of do like one hand holding, one hand carry like a bushel of flowers, so that way it can just pollinate itself.
That's make a herbology check. Lastly,
Cool. 19.
heck yeah, you got a O in this class. Absolutely, that's probably the calmest I've ever had. The most loving, like, thing toward these things. Melody, herbology, yeah, you got your O. Okay. After that, if I try to find our perception checks here, Beckett,
Mm-hmm.
you end up walking off for a little while, and you can't see any of them. I mean, it's green among green, but there's a few times that like a bush rustles, and you kind of like jump toward it, and from behind you, the camera will catch like little shrubs moving away. You can like turn around, and nothing's there.
It's like I'm in a horror film.
Yeah. Where are you? Charlie's in the bushes.
Ah.
And as you are trying to go through, I'll say you're in the jungle area. So through the door, you found like a sort of tropical rainforest greenhouse. It has large leafy plants, tall trees, and plenty of like a mist spray that comes down from above. It's kind of dark. And you hear a crack of a twig behind you. And do you like throw a spell that way?
No, not this time.
Okay. You whip around, and it is Cersei.
Whoa there.
Beckett's at the ready.
I'm unarmed.
I feel like I'm being hunted by bushes. I don't like this.
I think we're supposed to be doing the opposite.
Yeah, but I feel like the opposite's not gonna happen. I'm not allowed to hurt them. So this is kind of hard for me.
Yeah. I can't really see shit, so they all kind of look like leaves to me, so
Yeah. Do I
This
start
is
like
just
saying some
colorblind.
shit for like the Lorax stuff? I speak for the trees and then they all come out or something? Is that how this works?
So
I
you
mean,
both haven't been able to find them by just looking for them. So you'll have to come up with a tactic of your own.
let me think.
Can I do my monster
I
hunting?
have
Oh, do you have a ability? What can
It's
you do?
the feat.
Oh.
You have vast experience studying, tracking, and hunting creatures, allowing you to quickly adapt to threats. But I don't know if that's a thing as well. It takes 10 minutes to study a beast or dark being's tracks. I automatically learn what creature it is, its size, and its speed. If you choose, that creature becomes hunted until you use this feature again. I don't know if that's really
Okay.
viable in this situation.
That's absolutely viable.
Okay.
I have an idea too.
You just need to find tracks.
Cersei. What?
You just need to find tracks. That's all.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And Cersei can help with that. Cersei's like, wait, I got it. Cersei's gonna shift into doggo form to try and see if she
Oh
can
yeah.
catch a scent.
Make a perception check at advantage.
$1d20.
2d20 K highest one.
Oh, 2d20 what?
KH1.
So you want to do exclamation point R space 2d20 KH1 plus modifier.
Okay. I don't have a modifier for perception, so it's just
Okay.
a flat roll. Here we go. 19.
19. KH1 is keep highest 1.
So it's not Kingdom Hearts 1. Gotcha.
The 19, you can smell a sweet scent of like pine wafting through the space. You try to keep that, and Cersei, you rush off into the brush, Beckett after you, kind of just pushing large leaves to the left and right until Cersei, you come upon a set of little chicken-looking tracks.
Cersei does the nose, like the hunting dog point.
Yeah.
Now we're getting somewhere. Perfection.
You have to give Cersei a treat.
Um,
Yeah,
She's
Cersei
very
will
good
just
at
look up at Beckett like,
this is the perfect thing. I'm gonna pull out the slug from first year. Here you go.
Cersei has half a mind to pee on Beckett's shoes.
Look, I don't have any other treats. All I got is this.
Yeah, no, Cersei takes it out of Beckett's hand and just like immediately puts it down. Like puts some dirt over it and everything.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, you should just like take it like very like delicately and just go bury it somewhere.
Hiding it for later, huh? Security, I like that. Very dog-like.
Beckett, you got tracks.
Sweet. Now what do I do with this?
So you spend the time and you learn direction, how many there are, right?
Learn what it is, its size, and its speed. That's about it.
Oh, you don't learn their direction?
No, it doesn't say
Their
that,
speed?
no. Yeah.
I'll make a survival check, Beckett.
Oh boy. Seven.
7.
Take my
Alright.
advantage.
Gotcha. $14.
Much better. Knowing general direction, and yeah, they are bree walkers. They are small-sized creatures. They are specifically plant-type creatures, but not like beasts, and which probably makes it a little bit harder to track them. They are very good hiders, and they seem to be on probably about 70 or so feet, maybe in that direction.
I think they're over this way. Could be wrong, could be right.
Pushing through the bushes, you are able to see a little opening with a few of them. There seems to be about 3 of them that are hanging out next to one another. And one of them seemingly scrunches itself down, and then flowers pop out of the outside of it. And the other ones will brush up against it.
I feel like I've seen this scene before. Nah, this feels like it's from a Hercules movie. Yeah, you know those little like dryad things? Like when Phil like is like peeping on them and they all turn into like trees and shit? Pop flowers?
Hercules. What can I look for? Oh yeah, sorta. The
Yeah.
water nymphs.
Yeah. And the best actor ever, Danny DeVito.
Love
The
Danny
man, the
DeVito.
myth,
He's
the
good. He's a
legend.
good writer.
Mm-hmm. Can I make a magical creatures check to try and like coax it into coming over to me?
It doesn't know you. It's gonna be a higher DC. You could certainly try. Beckett.
Listen. I will indeed try. So do I add the D4 before my actual modifier? Because a magical creature check, I have a 1d4.
You add it after, but it doesn't
Okay.
really matter where you add it.
Okay, well, I wasn't sure. 28.
Nice.
Okay. You kind of get low. You grab some of the leaves and like take them off. Cersei's behind you. Put a hand up, and you like stick a bunch of the leaves sticking out of you. And you like, get really low and are walking over.
The perfect disguise.
You kind of get in there and you like rustle yourself too, and they'll rustle back onto you, and you were able to. Gotcha! You kind of like scoop one up as the other two go running off, and it kind of tries to kick you a minute, but then it'll kind of calm down.
Oh, look. See, now we're friends. We're all safe. I wonder if they have, like, what kind of food do they eat? Or do they just, like, photosynthesize?
Well, while you were doing that, we still have to get Cersei's, I guess.
Yeah,
Even though
yeah.
you guys are working together. So, Cersei, what do you want to roll for the other two? Who? How are you trying to catch them?
Ooh. With Cersei being in dog form, she's totally gonna go like sheep herding dog type method of just like, nope, go this way, go this way. Like basically
Running
just
around
sort
them
of
for a little bit.
basically being trying to be faster than them and like circle them
Acrobatics check or athletics.
see.
I think either one would kind of work.
I'll
Using
go
your
with-
dog form stats.
Oh right, dog
Your
form
vision.
stats. And would I keep my proficiency?
Mhm.
Ooh, okay. Here we go. On D20. This is with dog stats. Oh,
You can take my advantage.
oh, thank you. I rolled a 1.
I had a plan for if you did, but let's see.
Let's see.
Ho ho!
22.
Let's go.
22. Also, Annie, that is so cute. That Annie Bobani. Annie. All right, with the 22, yeah, you're able to kind of wrestle two of them. One of them is able to kind of get away, but you end up going around it so many times that it just kind of roots itself into the ground. You move over toward it, kind of lightly grab its leg, and just uproot it. And then are walking with it on the side of you.
Found a stick on the ground and now I'm gonna.
Both of you guys, please make herbology checks for how nice and delicate you guys can be with this.
Oh no.
On D20.
Ah, with the 8s today, Jesus.
Wouldst
10.
thou like a subscriber advantage?
I would. I definitely would.
Ugh.
Yeah. 11.
I will
11's better
add-
than an 8.
I will add, sadly, these are not available for beast companions, as they're
Aw.
plant companions.
Mhm.
Oh.
Okay. Well, yeah, 11's better than an 8, definitely.
And I got a 10.
Cersei, your grade, yeah, with the 10, and then the 22 earlier, and then kind of the bad perception, I think, overall, but you were able to get it, so it's an A. And then Beckett, you did well, did shit, and again did mid, so we're going to have the same grade for you.
Hooray.
Unfortunately, they were not in well enough shape with a 10 or 11 to get a rejuvenating potion, but Melody got one so far.
Ooh.
And Oliver, your last. You had a T last semester. Oliver,
Yeah.
you rolled pretty well on the perception.
I did. I got a 21.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
You end up walking into a room with a kind of babbling brook with a pond. There's a Y split of pathways that move along flower benches. You hop by one such flower patch, and you can hear these little yellow flowers honking at you. Honk, 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 honk. And there is in the little pond, there are like koi fish that are moving throughout it, little reeds that peek up along the outside, and a raised platform with some nicely manicured shrubs and bushes. You swear you see one pop up and then down just the moment you look at it. It's all amid the shrubs and bushes and right by the side of the pond. You just have to climb up onto the little rise to get over to it.
And climb up? That'd be ridiculous. I'm gonna do a flip up, Alex. I'm gonna look so cool.
Make an acrobatics check to flip up and surprise the Brewwalker.
Exactly. It would never expect that. It would never expect me to do a cool flip.
Never see it coming.
So it's kind of like a you like turn away from it, like, oh yeah, you jump backward and you kind of land like on your knees and then like flip up in front of it, and you can see it jump up and immediately go to run. What are you doing to catch it? You're right next to it.
I'm just gonna grab it. Yeah.
Okay, make a herbology check to try to grab it without hurting it.
Yeah.
They're very delicate. That's not bad, dude. Okay. So T was last semester, so this is your grade goes up to a D. How nice.
It's a classic case of for once isn't actually that much about plants. It's just about running around like an idiot, which he can do very well.
And you like kind of jump forward and grab it by the ankles as it tries to go forward. It face plants into the dirt. It's like dangling in front of you, a little leg kicking still. Got it. And technically, you have succeeded enough to gain a regerminating potion.
It's just that easy, everyone.
Ooh, Oliver!
All right. Next, next we have divinations class. Only Oliver is in it. However, kind of all of you are here because of our new favorite ordinances.
I swear.
So I'll quickly pull up ordinance so I can cite it. Or Hogwarts ordinances. It is Ordinance 11. Free periods will now take place in the East and West Oxford study halls. Please arrive on time and alert the administrator on staff of your attendance upon arrival. And divinations class has been downsized. It's taking place in the study hall. So everybody, stepping into the study hall, the room is practically pitch black. The curtains have been pulled shut over the high windows, and to the side of the seating area, Professor Trelawney rubs her eyes in pain. "Why is it so dark?" Logan yells as he enters behind you. "Shh!" You can hear Trelawney shush everyone loudly. "Today, Mr. Peel, we are going to be having a calm, quiet class. Bright lights blind the user of the second sight. Darkness is where divinations may more readily become seen. We turned out the lights. You can hear Wilfred blurt out, also entering class moments after Logan. Mr. Gideon! Huh? He looks surprised. To the back. What? To the back. All right. Trelawney rubs her eyes in a deep annoyance. For my divination students, today we are going to see beyond sight and speak beyond word. Let us have this class be a practice in meditation. Grab a partner. For the remainder of class, you will attempt to speak into their mind without speaking physically. Good luck. I will, commune with the darkness. Yes, this is what I will do. Trelawney places her head down on her desk and does not move or speak for the remainder of study hall.
I feel like
Cersei just... Oh, go ahead.
I'm just gonna turn to whoever's closest to me and go, she is hungover.
It's kind of funny because Cersei was literally about to say the same thing.
Trelawney needs Excedrin.
If you guys want to make a perception check, you may.
Ooh.
For smell.
Oh.
Heck yeah. I'm doing it.
For smell. Huh.
She's too far away, unfortunately. It would be weird to approach her. And
Oh, wait. Does everybody do it?
Rachel? You don't have to, but Rachel, are you?
Sure, why not? Just for shits and giggles.
And then what's your passive? What's your passive?
15.
Do you have observant or something?
I don't think so.
Because if you have a +2 to your perception, that would be a 12.
Oh, it would be 12. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, you don't add proficiency to passive.
Well, you do. You kind of do. If you have proficiency in perception, then it puts up your passive.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, so it is a 12. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, Melody with the 15. Yes, you can smell a strong scent of fire whiskey lingering on her. Canonically, Trelawney is an alcoholic. Canonically. That's in the books.
Her and Dildaro.
I think Harry never picks up on it. But, huh?
Yeah, it's a her and Dildaro getting that scissor up all the time.
Scissor. They're both very much like alone drunks. Yeah. Okay. So, for those of you in divinations, which is only one person, Oliver,
yes.
You may attempt either one divination spell. You could just choose just to fuck off divinations and do some studying, or you can make a reading, a divinations reading with somebody.
I'm going to attempt a divination spell.
Okay.
I'm going to try Elasunt Preterita.
Very, very close. So it's a hard one.
I tried really hard for that one. Yeah.
Elicient Preterita. Which is Latin for elicit the past.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That's a memory spell, too.
I'm sorry, I already used my my advantage.
That's okay. I've been having terrible rolls today. If you look at my
Oliver
my
puts his
well.
wand to his temple, and mispronounces Elysian's Praeterita. And when he goes to pull, there's a white line that follows with your wand, but like you kind of like get like a yank, like it like stops. Ah, ah. And you just kind of like try to pull, and then it whips back into your brain, kind of giving you a mental whiplash. And you are going to have disadvantage on history of magic checks for the next probably session.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. Imagine thinking I would ever succeed a history of magic check, first of all.
Or investigation as well.
No! That's the one thing I want to succeed at. Okay. That's fair enough.
Okay, that's that. As for everyone else, you guys have a free period in the, I think. Well, no, it's this in Ancient Runes, so. Who's in Ancient Runes?
Oh,
Okay,
I think...
so Beckett gets a free period, which he must take in the study hall.
Mm.
And Cersei and Melody have Ancient Runes. So for Cersei and Melody, you guys get 2 of any spells with Wisdom.
Woo!
Yippee! I'm just gonna quickly go
Let's
to the
see.
spell list.
What would be good? I don't think I've ever done Protego with Ancient Runes.
Protego.
That might
Yeah,
be
sure.
that might be cool, like a cloak that you can just. Ooh, I have a fun idea. So I have the 2 spells figured out that I'll do.
All right, go ahead.
So I'll try Protego first for Ancient Runes. $15.
Success.
Woo. And the other one is, I imagine Cersei's working on like a little headband. Like she's at this point where she's like, okay, they took away my studio. I have to work wherever I can. So she's working on a headband and like putting into the headband Orchideus, like the ancient runes for Orchideus.
Okay, Orchideus.
13.
That's a success. So
Woo!
you'll probably be able to easily imbue Orchideus into something like that, and like get like a little flower crown that can bloom or change color, or like super cool.
Yeah, Cersei just puts it on her head and
Did you
has
say
like a
you're
bunch of
working on that
roses.
in class?
Yeah.
Make a performance check.
Ooh. Nat 20, so 31.
Nice.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I'll give 5 points to Gryffindor. Why the fuck not? They're far below anyone else anyway. Wait a second. What? What happened? Did we have 69 points?
It went
For
up because
Hufflepuff?
I hit a nat 20.
Yeah, but now it says 25. Maybe. 74? Was I like on the wrong night or something? I was on the wrong night.
Dang it, Alex.
I'm sorry. Okay. My bad. My bad.
Another day is just gonna have like all these points that they got, and they're like, heck yeah.
33.
We ain't complaining.
It's gonna be like a no Gryffindor game as well. It's gonna be like, wow, Gryffindor's really doing well this year.
I fixed it. Okay. Yeah, with a natural 20, I mean, you make a absolutely beautiful headband. The flowers that sprout out from it can either be retracted or they can sprout out again. A little vines can like hold up your hair and stuff. Or also the flowers can change color or change type of flower.
Ooh.
All by thought alone. Now,
Cersei.
that is something that Mr. Tatianelli probably like helped you to think critically enough to make something this beautiful.
Yes, definitely. Like, um, Cersei sometimes, even though she's in a very creative field, is very much like yes, but Protego for like if I imbued a shield with Protego, that would make it like a shield. And sometimes a teacher can be like, you can think about spells more than just like that. And Cersei goes, oh, wait, you're right, magic. Whereas Beckett's the magic baby, Cersei's sometimes like, oh right, I'm magic. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I'm a wizard.
And Melody, do you have yours?
Yep. So she's gonna attempt to cast. I am gonna mispronounce his very wrong. Fianto Duri.
Yeah, I know you had it perfect. Actually, you even had the proper inflection.
Like this is very much Italian or
I say
Latin.
it. I say it completely like North American. Fianto Duri.
21.
Nice. Fianto Duri is a good spell, very niche, but can help out a lot if you have someone like holding up a defensive charm. If you cast that on that, like a Protego Maxima that you're holding up like every round, then it can offer you a lot of protection and a lot of help for your entire party. Fianto Duri would have been really, really useful in your fight, before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just huddle up together. Someone puts up a Protego Maxima. You put Fianto Duri, and everybody gains temporary hit points every single round.
Ooh.
It's fine. Oh, and then the other one is gonna be Orbis.
Okay.
Yep. 12.
Got 12 for Orbis.
Yes,
Is that a success?
it is.
It sure is,
Finally.
just barely. Okay. What was your first roll again?
21.
Oh, okay. You'll get to keep your E. It doesn't go down.
Yay.
Woo.
Okay. And now for Beckett, you have a free period in the dark and blackened study hall. You can see Oliver trying out some spells.
What do I want to do? I'm under supervision, correct? Technically.
Trelawney is your supervisor.
Technically, yeah. Technically, I'm under
She's
supervision.
hungover.
Let's take a look here at fifth year spells.
If you're going to attempt spells, remember, it's not just all spells. It's only the ones you have attempted in class before.
Gotcha. Ones I've attempted in class. I gotta bounce back between two things now. Oh boy. Sagittario looks like I've attempted that before.
Yeah, I believe you
Yeah.
have.
I have indeed. And great part is, it's a dark spell. It's amazing.
Sagittario is a really good spell in general. I think it's
Yeah.
actually
It
pretty
is.
underrated. The problem is, if you're like a duelist, it's really hard to get because GHC and Transfix don't mix very well.
True.
Nope, they don't.
So that would be just
I
a...
can spell Sagittario to just make a Gatling gun.
I got a unnatural. I got a dirty 20 for Sagittario.
30-20 for Sagittarius.
Yeah, is there a
That's great.
chandelier in here?
I'll say yes. One of those like wrought iron ones that like hold like very medieval sort of chandeliers that hold candles.
Hmm. Can I try and shoot it down subtly?
Yeah, you want to roll?
Am I able to also put empowered on it? Well, empowered darkness, because it is a dark spell.
If you're trying to shoot it down, it's more about accuracy than damage.
Hmm. Well, I don't have anything towards accuracy, so... Yeah, I'd just try and shoot it down, I guess, right?
Okay. So, what's your highest level spell slot?
Should be 5th, yeah. Yep.
You can roll 5 times. Roll 5d20.
Hell yeah. I love the sound of that. I fucking love it. Is it just 5d20? I don't...
Well, it's
Plus 6, right?
Yeah, it's 5d20, and then it's plus your your attack roll,
Gotcha.
your spell attack. Each one is plus that, so it doesn't
17.
really. Yeah, so we have a set. Our highest is a 17.
Mhm.
Plus 6 makes it a 23. And when we have a 19 as well, which isn't quite there. So you shoot 1, 2, 3. The first 3 of them just like shoot straight past. You send another one off, and it kind of like hits the chain, and the entire thing starts to wobble. And then you send one more. That last one hits the chain one more time in the exact same place the last one did, and you can see a slight spark. And the entire chandelier
Fuck yeah.
comes straight down. Luckily, no one's like below it, but holy shit, does it startle the crap out of Trelawney. Just freaking out right now. There are people screaming as well. People are, and like that quick scream kind of like dies down as people are quiet, like looking around for like what the hell just happened.
I would like to say that is why Oliver is like pulling out his memory and then like pushes it back in because he's like, "What the hell just happened?"
Yeah, he was like halfway through it. He was like, "Whoa!" It flopped back into him. Yeah.
Teach you to
You
be
do have one
drunk
more
in school.
spell attempt.
Oh, I do. What's the other one I have? Hmm. I do have Finite Incantatum, so we'll give a whirl at that. Charms is Dex, right?
Yes.
Oh
It's a
god.
failure.
Yeah.
Janice isn't here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me help you. She's in rooms. Okay. That's it for both of those. Next we have Muggle Studies, which we have Beckett and Oliver in.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that's going alongside Muggle Studies?
I don't believe so.
Ah.
So Melody and Cersei, you guys will have a free period. Again, must be taken in the study hall, which is the worst. Over these last, Professor Milne, sorry, is speaking in his classroom here. The door to the Muggle Studies showroom has been closed and locked. There's like a little note on it about some Muggle artifacts and their safety.
Can't have shit in Hogwarts, I swear to God.
Over these last few years, I feel like all of you have grown so much in your understanding of our two worlds. Of course, the separation is important for the prevention of wizarding authoritarianism. But I think a lot of the time, knowing the truth is more funny than it is scary. Now, I'm assigning an essay. Oh, a large amount of the class moans. Don't whine, it'll be fun, he says. The content will be about your favorite topic concerning how Muggle society has misunderstood or been wrong about or has been misled about their own world by the existence of wizards. Or vice versa. Your most ridiculous Muggle fact that you learned was wrong upon taking this class. This will affect your grade, so I want some good titles, okay? And so you all may come up with your own titles. Some examples are Muggle Cryptozoology, How the Ministry Hides the Existence of the Mothman. Conjuration Mishaps, Why Muggles Are Always Missing a left sock. Ghosts, Much More Annoying Than Terrifying.
I have mine.
Okay, write it down.
Okay.
Put it in discussion.
This Mothman one is perfect because it has a fucking shiv in its hand.
Alright, you want in discussion in the hidden chat so you can read out triumphantly.
I heard about the tale of the Mothman in a certain book that entails with the Mothman.
If you want to, yeah. If you want to put in your hidden chat and then speak it out, that's fine too. It's up to you. We actually got to meet a Gigantus Cephaloroptica before, which is a Mothman in game. One of the other games.
Nice.
I'm gonna romance him in Wednesday night.
No.
Ito,
Romance,
I
the
love
Mothman.
it. Ito, you want to say it out loud?
Yeah, sure. Oliver's essay is Avada Kedavra, the most typical Muggle spell.
Abracadabra.
Oh no!
Make a Muggle Studies check, please.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's the essay on?
Wow. Beckett, it is
Yeah.
about your favorite topic concerning how Muggle society has misunderstood or been wrong about or has been misled about their own world by the existence of wizards. Or, vice versa, your most ridiculous Muggle fact that you learned was wrong upon taking this class. So, Oliver, you got a 14. Solid. I mean, hey, that's higher than a D. So I need you, Beckett, to come up with a essay title.
Oh god. Essay title.
I mean, technically, since Beckett is a Muggle or raised in the Muggle world.
Muggle born.
Maybe
Yeah.
Oliver's
something with
also Muggle born.
yeah.
Muggle raised.
Maybe something to do with SpongeBob.
Definitely something to do with SpongeBob. They're misled to believe that there really was a pineapple that lived under the sea. A sponge that lived in a pineapple under the sea.
Fuck. I don't
You can
know.
always come back to Beckett.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a Muggle Studies check preemptively anyway. Title's more just for fun anyway.
Six.
Grade will go down to an E.
Beckett, raised in the Muggle world, still fails Muggle studies.
Hey, public schools sucked, alright? Nobody pays
And-
attention.
Muggle Studies, it used to be an easy class when it was just like a bunch of misinformation. Now that Milne's actually here, Milne has a master's in education.
Nice.
So like,
Good for him.
like Milne as a character knows what he's doing, and it's not just a Muggle Studies class. It's like world history, social studies, like all of that.
It used to be an easy air to just get you through, and now it's you have to actually learn.
I will have it. Learning
guess-
stuff at school.
I guess my
'cause,
essay title will be like
hmm.
about communication, how Muggles communicate now versus what people still think they do.
Oh, like how wizards think that they will just talk into little boxes, and it's like, yeah, you're almost right.
Yeah, yeah.
They're always whispering to themselves. We don't know why. Yeah, some little things about Milne that I think are kind of cool. So yeah, he has a master's in education because the previous Muggle Studies professor, of course, was murdered, by Voldemort. We actually see it in the movie. The woman who was floating on his table in Malfoy's mansion, that's her. That's the previous Muggle Studies professor. So she was killed, and then Milne was a part of the Wizarding World. Of course, last episode, I believe, we found out that his wife was killed.
I think it was the
By
episode
wizards?
before last,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
because it was the first
two
Magnus episode, and I was
Yeah.
very angry at him.
Yeah, so we learned that probably during the war. And so he's a muggle with a wizard daughter and a previous wizarding wife, who heard about a Muggle Studies position open at Hogwarts, and he applied, and they're kind of like, you have all the qualifications. There is no reason why we can't hire you or we shouldn't hire you.
And if anybody wants to know, that Muggle Studies professor's name was Charity Burbage.
Yeah, because she was okay with people loving who they want to love, and the Death Eaters were not about that. Very, very sad. Okay. Next,
Yeah, it's
we
very
have our
sad.
End of Day.
Anyway.
Well, yeah, it's a good story. You know, it's
Yeah.
very relatable and very sad, especially during Pride Month. You have defense against it's one of the few good things that JK did, even though she's an absolute bitch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, we all have defense against the dark arts.
Oh, wait, real quickly.
Free periods, Alex.
Yeah.
Free
Oh,
period.
free periods. Let's do free periods.
I have kind of an RP thing that I want to do for Cersei.
Absolutely.
This is all taking place in the study hall, right?
Yes. If you have a free
Um,
period, it's supposed to be in the study hall.
is Juniper a part of Muggle studies?
No.
Then yeah, Cersei will go over to wherever Juniper is.
And currently, Juniper is in the back right now. She has a small basket that she has open and is over by the window and has it kind of open over by the window. I'm not giving you another one. You are such a greedy little bastard, you know that? And you come over at that moment. You can see little leaves peeking up out of the basket. She took one of them.
Good for her.
Yeah. Cersei's just like Cersei gives her a second to hide it if she wants, sort of just like
hey,
walks
Travis.
up like,
Closes
"What you
the
doing,
basket
Jennifer?"
immediately. Studying herbology. You know, gotta get knowing that class.
Yeah,
Careers and everything.
you've always been amazing at it.
What? Oh, thank you. Sorry, you're pretty good too. I mean, you're all right in herbology. She's like very flustered.
Cersei will say, "It's like, well, yeah, I'm pretty all right. Pretty all right at best. I would be a whole lot worse though if I didn't have your help. You know, way back when."
Oh, please. You know how to handle yourself. Always have. How's Darcy lately?
Oh, Darcy's fantastic. Um, you know, it's sort of nice, you know, because I feel like we're both really in sync with each other, but still learn new stuff about each other all the time. It's nice.
You guys are such a cute couple. I always wonder. Well, I worry. Like if you guys don't work out, is there even any hope for the rest of us?
Oh, Cersei is just like it's all dramatic, like hand on chest, like, oh, dash the thought. Darcy and I, our souls are one. We're intertwined, and she's like, as she's saying this, she's like,
Make a performance
she
check.
like dramatically like sort of rolls back onto the desk, like basically laying down in front of Juniper, like,
Yeah.
why my heart would probably shatter into a million pieces if Darcy were gone for even but a minute. That's why I must make this quick, as to not let my heart shatter. You'll be
Jeez,
seeing
you
much
can
more of
calm
this.
down a little bit, Darcy says, coming over, having overheard all of this. Darcy!
My muse. My.
You're gonna make me throw up.
Yeah, Cersei will get up and will say to Juniper, like taking a little bow, like, it's like you'll see much more once the play actually gets started. I'm expecting he'll probably get like a really good role or something, you know.
I was hoping to get something. I know auditions are going to be going soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I wanted to give you something, a little thank you for all the times you've helped me out.
The basket, like.
Cersei will reach into her bag and say, "This, I know this probably isn't that helpful, but at least it's kind of nice, or maybe you'll think it's nice." And she'll pull out the little like sample of the elder tree that she saw. Like she used Defendo to cut off a little bit of the elder tree.
Elder tree. I don't like it. Where was it?
Oh, yeah, when we were underneath when we were in that Dildro fight zone,
Yeah.
we briefly saw an elder tree. I wasn't able to find any seeds, so I just Defendoed a little sample of it. So she's going to hand that to Juniper and say,
This is exceptionally old wood.
yeah, I mean, I can't get it figured out. I don't know. But I know that it's elderwood.
Since when did you start caring about herbology? Darcy says.
Well, since Cersei will say,
Cersei's not half bad, actually. You've done a few different little study dates with it. Dates, Darcy says. Like a little eyebrow raised toward you.
yeah, Cersei will say, yeah, Juniper's probably the reason why I haven't even flunked out of school. Like,
Juniper
my
will
herbology
watch
grade
you.
probably would have been so bad that they would have just said, you know what? Maybe this whole witch thing isn't for you.
I don't believe that, but I am glad that you're here. You make all of us smile quite a lot. Especially you, Darcy. I see you smiling way more. No, I don't. I'm never smiling.
Yeah, Cersei just like pinches his cheek a little, like, yeah, Mr. Frowny Face. It's never happy.
He's going to put his arm around Cersei's waist and kind of like pull her right close to the side of him. The nice part is that you guys don't get in trouble because Trelawney is not watching you.
Yeah. But yeah, and Cersei will say, oh, and one other thing. And she'll pull out the headband and say, consider yourself lucky. It's a CT original, just made today. You're the first one to ever have it. And we'll hand it to Juniper.
Take it. Hold on, boy. Did you make this yourself?
Yeah.
Really nice lotion, then.
Hmm?
She'll kind of put it down toward her braid, and we'll stick it down through it, and then little flowers begin to spring up all along it in kind of a helix. Sometimes I do this, but this just does it for me, she says. Like putting it behind her and like whipping her braid back and forth. What else can it do? It can change color, it can change type.
Yeah, Cersei will say, well, don't worry about ever having to, change, about having to take all those flowers out, and
Yeah, they
change,
always end up
and
wilting.
take all those flowers out and replacing them. That headband will be able to, change the flowers and the colors and everything. So you can. I think it'll last much longer than just a regular Orchideus will.
This is really special. Well, when you're a big shot fashionista, I'll be able to sell this. So could you give it a signature now? She says. She'll like take it out.
Oh yeah. Cersei uh will point to somewhere on the rune, like along the rune etching, and will say, "It's like, oh yeah, check it out right here." And she'll point to sort of an empty space between like the runes, where she puts like a little CT. She's like, "Good artists always sign their work."
Thank you, Cersei, for thinking about me.
Yeah.
I actually
Cersei will
appreciate
give
it.
Juniper a little hug.
You're gonna make me cry. Jesus. I'm having kind of a hard time with all this, especially in the wake of what happened last year.
Yeah. Oh.
She looks out the window and is kind of very, very lost in thought. Seemingly, there's been some stuff going on with Juniper that she hasn't really been talking about.
Cersei will take one of Juniper's hands and say, "Hey, you've helped me before, so I'm always here for you in case you need help."
keep it in mind. She's gonna put it back into her hair. You cool if I steal you away? Darcy says.
Huh. Well, of course. Always got time for you.
And Darcy just wants to hang out with you. That's
Cersei's just like, how do you feel about breaking some ordinances? As she like kisses him on the cheek.
like looks away. I don't think anyone's watching. He said. And he's about I'd like to think like the two of you are like just like getting that close. Some of us are, Logan says.
Logan, you
Darcy
perv,
like,
stop
look over.
watching.
It's kind of hard just in the middle of it. You can hear from Trelawney scream out. Back to your desk! Just a shrill voice coming toward all of you that you've never heard before.
Oh, jeez.
Because you're being too loud.
Yeah. Cersei just looks at Logan and just does the little like fingers over the mouth. Shh.
Okay. That's Cersei. Melody.
As much as I was enjoying the scene, the only thing I could possibly think of was
Dig deep.
I'm trying.
You've had plenty of time. Dig deep.
Could she's gonna probably do some research on, I guess, wild witches, or like specifically like from the person that she met last session. She's like, okay, but what are you exactly?
Sure. You go into the library. It's you're allowed to kind of like go past trying to go find a book and bring it back, because the study halls are right next to the library. And when you enter in, you can see most of the shelves are quite empty. They have been moved and placed elsewhere. You attempt to research what you're looking for, but every time that you find a reference volume and go find it on the shelves, it's gone. They likely were moved to the restricted section. Due to Hogwarts Ordinance Number 1. All reading materials used by students must be confirmed for use by the approval of the School Administration Committee. The minimum penalty for the infraction of this ordinance will be no less than 3 days detention.
Dang it.
Now, you are a prefect, actually. I just realized. You're a prefect, and it's hard for me to recall if prefects are allowed in the restricted section or not, or they have like an easier time with going in. Because if you recall, Slughorn and Tom Riddle says, I was reading something in the restricted section. What year was he? I think he was like 5th year, not 7th. Because I know that head boys and head girls have full access to the restricted section. Who is allowed in the restricted section? Only accessible to students with permission from a professor. They need a signed note from a professor. Yeah, no one's ever asking this shit. Let me quickly look up how old was Tom Riddle? And he spoke to Slug. Oh, we lost somebody?
Oh, Annie. I think her Wi-Fi went out.
How old was Tom Riddle in The Half-Blood Prince? It says he's a 16-year-old Tom Riddle. So that's 7th year, so he would have been Head Boy.
You
yeah,
could call
he's actually
this the Tom Riddle that you're working out.
I'm just I'm just gonna. There we go.
Now Oliver's gone.
Yeah, that's purposeful. Okay. So yeah, you will need to go into the restricted section. You can do so in one of two ways. You can request permission, and you would have to get permission from the headmaster of Hogwarts. You would also need permission from your head of house and an associated teacher. And you would have to say what you were looking up.
Okay. Oh.
Or you could try to sneak in.
I'm just gonna. Okay, weird question. Could I Accio the book?
No,
Dang
definitely
it.
not. The restricted section is a completely different room.
Okay.
And you best believe that it has higher security now that Magnus is in charge.
Yeah, she is not gonna risk it.
Perhaps you know someone who has been able to get in before.
Wilfred!
Okay, we can find him back in the study hall itself. Wilfred is currently, he looks bored out of his mind, like sitting there, his legs are up. He is currently like playing with his. What? Huh?
Hi.
No?
I need to borrow you for a sec. I, uh, hmm. I need help getting into the restricted section.
Oh, okay. I was gonna have to clarify. Never mind.
Oh my god. She just like rubs the bridge of her
I need to
nose.
borrow you. He's like, are you with like Olivia?
It's like,
um,
God damn it, no.
restricted section. That's a hard thing to ask nowadays. Why?
Yeah. When we were out in clubs, I met a witch in the woods. Really old, had furs and stuff.
You met
I
a
was,
witch in the woods?
yeah.
Weird. Okay, sure. What does that have to do with the restricted section?
I want to know exactly what type of witch she was because I never seen someone like her before. Possibly druid or something. I
Okay,
I just
okay,
needed to know.
sure. Um, he says, well, I know one way, but we're gonna have to get out of class first. And Trelawney seems like she's getting a little irritable. She conjures sunglasses.
I mean, I was able to at least technically grab a book from there.
You'll need to get in first.
Yeah.
I know of a secret, super special way, but we just need to get out first.
Okay, then how do exactly we get out?
This. And he's going to grab your hand, hold it open, and go in his pocket and place something in your palm. And it's a small black bead, about this big.
I feel like I should know what this is, but I have no idea what you're implying.
Well, I found out that if you fortissimum um, exploding bonbons, you are actually able to crush them still, and it doesn't make them explode. In which case, you can pour them all in a small little bag. You can glacius to really get into a nice shape, and well,
Uh, huh. I mean,
just throw it
hypothetically,
as far as you can that way, so she doesn't see us leave. Good.
uh, all right. Uh, I is it all ready for TC Mum?
No, you need to be very, very delicate with that.
Oh, right. I can
You
cast
could lose
on
a
it.
hand. I guarantee you.
I can still cast Fortissimum on it.
Oh no, you don't want to. You want to
Oh,
smash it up against the wall, the back wall over there.
okay.
Meanwhile, I am going to go get in position. I'll go get the door open.
Okay. Okay.
See you in
Uh,
5 minutes. We're going to go get in a position. Kind of walking through study hall. People working studiously, very, very quiet. A few people trying out Lumos Maximus. And Trelawney does not like that. You can see the back wall to this space is big and empty, and there are a few people who are studying underneath of it. Make me a sleight of hand check.
eh. Yeah, because I have the one thingy. Cool.
Perfect. You throw it down behind you, just kind of like roll it behind you so no one sees it. It doesn't go very far. Instead, it hits the ground right underneath of where mm, where Saoirse, Brett, Reese, and Billy are all currently studying, and there is a boom as the table that they're on goes flying into the air. All of them are like left on their desks, like all of their books fluttering to the ground, and that desk bang, hitting the ground elsewhere and destroying itself. You can see Trelawney is so taken aback by the loud noise and the huge explosion that she like will jump out of her desk, fall on the ground, and get underneath of her desk to hide. Go on, go on.
Yep, going. Fuck.
And you and Wilfred are able to exit out of the room without Trelawney seeing who left. Or if anyone ever did, other people might have seen you, but
Melody's kind of like just like panting, like, that was insane. That was awesome. I feel really bad for Billy. Reese is probably gonna find out.
I told you to do it as far as you could. As far.
I tried. It's my first time doing this type of thing. Okay.
We find ourselves following Wilfred and following him into the armory, where stepping inside there is suits of armor standing guard, awaiting orders. There is rows of weaponry and shields, great axes and swords and longbows that have been gathered in here. There's even one very, very large cannon that has chained down to the ground. No, you can't get that thing open, I guarantee you. I already tried.
I wasn't even thinking about that, but all right.
Oh. Sorry, sometimes I don't remember that people don't think the way I think.
If you were thinking about launching yourself out of a cannon, I would be very surprised if you actually succeeded.
That's a cool idea.
Oh my god.
And he will stop by one side wall and he says, "Here we are." There's nothing here. It's a blank wall.
Detecting
hits.
traces? Oh, never
Sure,
mind.
you do that, and you can feel like a little um, uh, golden glow come from below him over by his foot. He kicks the back wall behind him, um, and that a piece of stone will push out and then pull to either side. There's a space just large enough to crawl into. All right, get in.
I've been this. All right, like, she just goes for it.
And now we are in the proverbial air ducts of Hogwarts. Wilfred directs people which way you guys are supposed to be going. Okay, it's left this way. Keep
Okay.
going. All right. Now, I thought it was supposed to be a four-way intersection. It's probably
Should-
right.
Uh,
Turn that way.
I swear, if we get lost,
You are crawling until you stop by. On your right, there is an exit, and you can see a grate with light coming out from inside of it. Peering through it, you can see the first floor. This is the teacher's lounge.
huh?
Um, you can actually see something I think interesting. Um, hmm. McGonagall is currently around with Professor Rojas. You're kidding! He's coming today. I know. I was very excited to receive his album, and I think that he might make for a very interesting lesson that's going to be given, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I was planning on doing it myself, but I'd love to meet him. I'm just going to go pick him up at the train station later this evening. Perhaps you'll have your opportunity. We can meet up before class. That would be wonderful. Thank you, Headmistress. Professor. Right. Professor. You know, we're all still here for you. Just don't tell Magnus. Like I tell him anything. You coming?
Yeah. Sorry. Just. I guess there might be someone special supposed to be coming this evening.
You know what else is special?
But
Breaking into the restricted section. Come on!
I know. I still feel bad about what McGonagall went through. To be honest, really shitty.
It's not your fault.
I know.
Okay. We exit out of one of the vents. You can see a darkened and overfilled place with books. He's able to push it up. Oh, come on. And there's probably bars on that thing, and he's like taken them off long ago, and no one's noticed yet. You can look down, and you can see on the wall that you guys enter in from, there is a pile of books, kind of like a slide that comes down from where we are. Gonna have to make a little bit of a mess. And Wilfred will exit out and kind of hit that thing of books and slide down to the bottom.
Bloody
next.
hell!
Yeah, they brought a lot of shit in here. Start of the first semester.
They were not kidding about the first ordinance, but this is ridiculous.
He'll try to put a hand up, and when you come down, he will kind of catch you as you kind of slide down. He catches you as you slide. He puts you up to your feet.
Thanks.
Reparo, he'll say, and it'll all put back. Okay, be quiet. Okay, it's all about stuff. We get caught in here, we are expelled for sure.
Yeah, fair point. Honestly, you were honestly the first person I thought of to try to get in here, to be honest.
Oh, you do like me, he says. Nice.
Yeah.
And you now have the opportunity to research in the restricted section.
Hell yeah!
Woo! So, I know you know what we're looking for. If you want, you can make a investigation check, a history of magic check.
Let's see what's higher. Investigation is higher. 15?
Yeah. With a 15, you guys are in here far past when the bell goes. Bong, bong, bong. How much longer is it going to take? He says, and he's maybe halfway done.
I'm still looking. Just give me a sec.
You continue, and about 10 minutes later, you can hear the door open. Stealth.
Stealth check.
Well, Wilfred got a 17 on the die, so it's like a 24, 25.
Stealth check, please. Another 15.
Not bad. Let's see about Pince's perception. 5 on the die.
Let's
She
go!
comes in, you can hear her mumbling to herself. You was everything back here. I tried warning them. It was not big enough. The sections were too small. Capacious extremist there. Isn't that a charm you're able to do? A witch of my caliber is not here to be doing simple enchantments. No. I'm to be looking after these doors. Stood the test of time for how long? And now, Magnus thinks he can just. She's like going off. Wilfred's like, geez, this woman's got problems. Oh. Argus hasn't messaged me back in a while. Shame.
August.
I think she said Argus. Professor Filch. Ew. You say in unison. She's in here for a little bit before moving off. We can continue our little search even while she's here, just trying to be quiet, making sure we are not in a direct line of sight until she eventually leaves and you think you might have found what you're looking for.
Finally, I think I found it.
You can find a few old books that speak about different kinds of magic. Many of them that have actually either been lost to time or been purposefully lost by ideological differences. There are some different kinds of magic practiced in India that are no longer alive today. There is frost magic that was practiced in Russia, which is mostly dead now. There is nature magic that was done by the Inuit in Canada, all gone. There's some magic that's still around today that is separate from normal magic, that is practiced by the Sami peoples of Norway. There is also, I think there's one more. I can't quite think. I had another one. I had another one to give, but I think it's gone now. There are many different kinds of magics that are around the world, and not all of them have to do with wands. In fact, a grand majority of them don't have wands at all, which would tell you why she perhaps didn't have one.
Hmm.
In your area where you live, however, there was a certain kind of magic that was. It died out. It died out due to genocide. See, the Romans systematically burned and killed the Druids of the Celtic Isles. They were a great people, and more than that, you learn something. Druids were not inherently magic. There's something very, very unique about them. These are normal ass people, and that druidic magic was not born or imbued by blood, but instead was gained through communion, they call it. You see, you can hear word about a golden seed that was swallowed, and when placed within the bosom, it would grow out and create magic that you would be able to harness. Now, druid magic is not entirely dead. There are absolutely no known practitioners of it anymore, unfortunately. But some of it has survived, been bastardized by wizards, or recreated in a different way. The Animagus transformations is one such druidic magic that has been bastardized. You look at Animagus and that whole ritual, and it's nothing like anything else that you'll find, right? Because it's not meant for wizards. It's meant for druids. And druids were said to have a much greater control over what they turned into and all of that. They had an affinity toward nature and used the magic of the natural world. They also had their own unique language. Well, their own unique written language of Druidic, and a lot of them spoke Scots in this area. Um, hmm. They also were very heathen, so they worshipped gods of nature or like minor deities, somewhat. They would worship a few of them are the Queen of Winter or the Bodach, which is like a sort of boogeyman type character. There was many different kinds of practices that they adhered to that still exist till today, such as Eostra, um, and or Midsummer. And a lot of the places around Scotland, especially in the Hogwarts Valley, where you will find standing stones, were built by them, and it's a very big mystery. But they all were genocided, and they don't exist anymore.
Hmm. But that doesn't explain why. Huh. Okay.
Is
I
there
think I got.
oh, okay. I will explain one thing. I will explain something that it was on my mind and it didn't quite come until right now. You learn about some of their abilities. You know, animagus transformation, affinities with nature. They were also said to be able to get around forests with great ease, even traveling between Scotland and Ireland very easily, without the need of boats. Um, because they had pass through trees. There were specific kind of trees called mother trees. These trees, their roots go very, very deep, and they connect with other plants. And so, when like a plant in the area is dying, the mother tree will actually take water from elsewhere and move it along her roots, and not to her, but rather back down to that plant to make it grow. These are very large, old trees. They the druids would often use them as a sort of communion points with nature, and not just that, they would be able to pass while giving an offering to the tree. They could pass through it to come out to on a different side, much like how we operate today,
Hmm.
but with a lot more hassle.
Yeah, because she thinks back to the moss thing that she gave her. Okay. Well, guess I have to go exploring outside near the woods later.
Yeah, with the 15, I think I won't give you some more information.
Yeah, that's fine. I am happy with what I have.
Okay. I think that's a great time to take our break, and when we come back, we'll be having a very special DADA class.
Woo!
Yay, we finally get to learn Imperial.
No!
Yay!
Yay, we finally get to kill Magnus.
Let's fucking go.
All right, guys, 10 minutes.
See ya.
Are you looking for that perfect gift for that tabletop role player in your life? For that podcaster? For that little sister that keeps going on and on about shiny math rocks? Well, look no further. OBP Musical has you covered. Original theme music for your characters, worlds, podcasts, and more. Has your bard written lyrics about a party member's tragic demise? Let us compose to them. Or better yet, let us write those lyrics for you. But the goodness, no, greatness, doesn't stop there. How would you like a cast member of Les Miserables, Disney, or Come From Away to sing your pieces? Oh, you bet you would. Fully orchestrated cinematic pieces. Pieces like this.
Who'd rise to meet the call, who'd fiercely face the danger, be a hero to them all. For the hordes of people
We have 8 vocalists, 7 composers, 2 lyricists, and an admin team ready to take your request. For as low as $60 you can get your own musical theme. OBP Musical, making fantasy a reality.
Today's Magic and Mysterium is brought to you by banned books. People try and ban them, but you can just take them. Just take them. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do about it? Just take them and then hit them in the face with it.
Magic and Mysterium is brought to you by do not open the Street Fighter 6 clubs menu. You do not want to see what the suggested clubs are. If you know, you know.
Today's Magic and Mysterium is brought to you by the Street Fighter 6 Club Jury's Foot Fan Club.
Why?
I got an even worse one today. I'll send you the screenshot. I mean,
Wait, send it to me too.
I will.
Yay.
It's like a jump scare when you see it.
Well, I have water to do a spit take.
Yeah, what happened to the merch store?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I wasn't even wrong.
Oh, no.
Wasn't.
Oh no.
Because I expected to get that one. I didn't expect the other one. I was like, wait a minute.
Wait, which I saw that one, but which one?
Look at there's 4 of them.
I
Look to
know.
the left of the one everyone gets.
Dear God, people are horny for the big beefy woman.
They are. I will say, yet again, Street Fighter, they've done it again. They've made yet another game without a twink in it. They can't keep getting away with this. This will be retracted if they re-add Makoto, though.
It's really funny because, like, with Street Fighter V, everyone was like, oh, add Makoto back in. And I feel like when Makoto didn't make it back in, it was basically Capcom saying, yeah, just forget about Makoto.
No, I will not forget about Makoto, and I will not forget about the franchise rival schools. They'll never take it away from me. I'll be in the nursing home talking about Makoto and rival schools.
Fun fact, did you know that Makoto was initially a joke character?
Yeah.
They were making fun of what they were making fun of was how their characters, like, what's Makoto's martial arts style, like judo or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were making fun of how one of their characters' martial arts style was judo or something like that. But they didn't do anything related to that fighting style, and so they added in Makoto to make a character that actually fought that way.
Huh.
Like as a joke. It's
What?
wild to me that Dan Hibiki is probably going to be DLC for Street Fighter 6 before any other character I would pick.
To be fair, I do love Dan. He is.
I used to take judo. I was in the dojo of the highest ranking black belt in all of Canada. And at one point, he was in all the world. He's a very, very sweet old man. I even got to fight him, and he let me throw him. When I say when I say he let me, I mean it's because we fought seriously, and he saw me do the technique perfectly, so he let me do it.
He was like, I will not own this young man in this moment, but I could.
Not yet.
That was his thing. Sometimes you'd pick people who's like, come fight me. He's like an old, like 90-year-old man. And he was strong. And you couldn't do shit to him if he didn't let you.
Legitimately, Street Fighter 6, like, when I played Street Fighter 2 Turbo, I was like, man, I fucking hate DJ. I fucking hate T-Hawk. And that's more so just because of the AI. Like, the AI is terrible in Street Fighter 2 Turbo. But DJ in Street Fighter 6 has such a glow up. Like, he has this one line.
He's very pretty.
Yeah, well, he has this one line where he says, it's because of our hearts that we can move. And our hearts have a rhythm to it. So because of that, rhythm, like the line was basically like him saying, because our hearts have rhythm, rhythm is everything. And I was like, well, damn it, now I gotta learn capoeira.
All right, I think we're ready. Defense against the Dark Arts class. The next day, nice, bright, and early. You all file into the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. Professor Rojas stands at the front of the room, her wand in hand, and a sense of excitement about her. Everyone, step forward. Today is going to be a very special class. Like that time you got us to fight for our lives in a pop quiz, Levi says snidely. Oh, please, nobody was fighting for their lives, Mr. Nelson. But what about when you had us face a boggart then? Like that? Janice seems annoyed. No, not like that. Wait, you still do that? You can hear a voice say from behind Rojas, up the stairs. You see the headmaster is, sorry. Oh, sorry, never mind. You can see the previous headmistress is here standing next to a man about Dildero's age, looking handsome in a corduroy suit. Huh, cat's out of the bag. Minerva? She says toward McGonagall, her voice carrying through the room. I've brought a very special guest with me today. Many of you may have heard of him, and for those of you who haven't, let me introduce you to Mr. Harry Potter. No fucking way, Nate says, his mouth agape. The students gasp in recognition as Mr. Potter steps down the stairs with McGonagall and takes his place behind Professor Rojas.
Who?
He surveys the class with a soft smile before speaking. Good day. I hear you're in need of some help. And it's Harry Potter.
Yeah, I know.
Are you... is that in character?
Yeah. Who?
It's Lightning Boy, Beckett.
The fuck is
Lightning
that?
Bolt. It's Lightning Bolt.
You know Lightning Boy from the play.
I wasn't there.
I can already see some of you getting out your quiz for an autograph, and I will vanish your whole bag if I need to, Mr. Morgan. Put it down! And Morgan's like, putting away his shit. He does so sadly. Good. Pleasure to have you, Mr. Potter. Rojas places a hand on his shoulder and shakes his hand. Please, call me Harry. Among being a living legend, Harry is a master at a particularly difficult defensive charm, aren't you, my boy? Yeah, I would say so, I suppose. Think you could Think you could help me out? Rojas asks. Oh, no. Did you know this would happen? He asks Minerva, and she just smiles. It was my idea, I admit, Rojas states. When Minerva told me you were coming by for the day, I had to do what I could to see you in action. Chosen one. If you could, Harry, it would mean the world, McGonagall whispers to him. Oh, boy. Well, what they say isn't wrong. The spell I'm about to teach you is called Expecto Patronum. It's a powerful spell, used to protect against Dementors and some of the most dangerous creatures that you could encounter in the magical world. To cast the spell correctly, you will need to focus. The spell is cast from the heart, he says, pointing with his wand to his heart. You will need to dig deep, elicit emotions, memories of happy times. When you feel you have it, you'll channel that energy outward. Like this. Harry raises his wand and demonstrates the incantation and movement as he speaks. Expecto Patronum! And a silver stag appears, clopping in front of him, and the class watches in awe, made out of this kind of ephemeral light. It takes a great deal of practice and control to cast a spell correctly. But with dedication and hard work, I believe that each and every one of you will be able to master it. Harry concludes. How about you? He says, pointing toward Oliver.
Yeah, how hard could it be?
Why not give it a go? The class claps as you are kind of obligated toward the front of class. Woo! Go Oliver! People are
You
saying.
got this.
Alright, this is guaranteed to be a natural 1 or a natural 20. So it's a
as
charm,
you come close
right?
toward Harry, we're not going to attempt it right away, but yes, it is.
Okay.
There's a few different things that we have to do before we actually attempt, right? So, Harry is going to kneel down next to you. All right. What's your name?
Oliver Owen.
Well, Oliver, I want you to close your eyes. Close them nice and shut. Don't listen to anybody else but me, okay?
You'll
I
not.
want you to go back in your memory. Think about what makes you happy. Try to capture that. Find a moment in your life where you were happiest. I want you to hold that close to your heart. Visualize it, like maybe how you do in Transfiguration class. Hold it there. Try it out. I'll be right here to help, okay? All right. Oliver should just be ready in a moment. Let's give him some patience, everybody. Harry will take a step back. Whenever you're ready. I want you first to attempt Expecto Patronum.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, actually, no. I have it backwards. I need you first to please make me a charisma save. Also, do you have any corruption points?
I have 1.
Okay.
That's a 17 on the charisma save.
Okay. Please describe to me one of your happiest memories.
I think for Oliver, the first one his mind will go back to in this time is probably when he is in the tower during the group tournament, just holding Reese.
You try to immerse yourself in that memory. It's like you're back there, in the calm before the storm. Scared, but secure. Felt so connected to him in that moment. Happy. Really odd time to be happy. But you admit to yourself that you were. Open your eyes. And you may attempt to cast Expecto Patronum at disadvantage.
Okay.
Oliver points his wand out in front of him. Expecto Patronum! And when you put your wand out, you're so sure that something is going to come. And all you can see is a little wisp of white smoke that immediately goes away. You can feel a sudden pang in your chest. There is a resistance. Your magic within you is resisting you. Deep within yourself, you can feel like a heartbeat of fire. You visualize, you don't know why you see it this way. Green flame just burning at you a little bit. Your hand actually hurts, as if like every muscle is tensing up. The one that's holding your wand. and you recoil. Very good first try, everybody. Please give a hand to Mr. Owens. And people will give like a little clap. Many full-blooded witches and wizards who have gone their whole lives without being able to cast this spell. So even being able to get just a little bit out, I think you're doing just fine. You can see Harry's like a little nervous right now. And
Well,
Oliver, are you like embarrassed or anything? How's Oliver reacting?
no, he's more confused. I don't think Oliver really gets embarrassed easily. Like he does kind of mess things up all the time. I think he's just confused as to why it didn't work.
We'll probably get to explore that a little bit more as we see other people. I'm going to be walking around the room, and everybody will get a chance to attempt it. If you guys want any help, I'm here to do so. Oh, me first! Morgan's waiting. McGonagall gives him a look. He just want help. Everyone else, you move off. Cersei, you see Oliver walk back over toward you. Melody, you can see him. He maybe looks a little bit down, but failure is par for the course in his life, or that's the way he thinks of it.
Oliver. Psst.
Yeah?
What memory did you think of? Because I'm having trouble coming up with something.
Oh, just something silly from when I was younger.
Something with you and Olivia?
Yeah, something like that.
Will come over at this time. Good try. Reese, who is no stranger to not being able to cast spells, has a lot of empathy for you.
Yeah, I think I'll look at him and I'll go, I feel like the arithmetic sum for this one's going to be very difficult, even for you.
Yeah. I'm fine, even if I don't get it. But maybe I can help you. You look like you did it perfectly, at least from what I saw.
Maybe
I think
try
it requires more than wand work, to be honest.
Maybe remembering something else?
Maybe.
Now for everyone else. You guys can move off on your own and start working on them. Let me see here. Patronus' dock. So here's what's going to happen. Every time that someone attempts to cast these spells, you get to do your own. In either before or after, it's up to you. You get to choose someone else to look at and see if they maybe get it or not. Oliver.
I would like to look
who
at
are you
Reese.
looking at? Yeah, sure. So you and him are working together for a little while. He's going to attempt some of the arithmancy on this thing, but it's probably not going to work out. Let me see. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. The Expecto Patronum. Expecto Patronum. Yeah. It's like writing. What did I get wrong? Do you see it? And you're like, I don't fucking do arithmetic. And he keeps trying again. He tries one more time. Expecto Patronum! And there was another little wisp out of the end of his wand. He doesn't get it. But Reese's Patronus would be, if he could get it, it would be a wolf.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's fun. Especially knowing about Reese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is... Technically, it would be a little more than a wolf. But I think we know what that would be. Has that been revealed? in character? I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
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 Okay, yeah, it would be a werewolf. His Patronus would be a werewolf.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Taco.
And we also decided that if he was never attacked by a werewolf, his Patronus would be a sloth.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh.
My heart.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay, Cersei. Do you want to look for your partner now, or do you want to hammer it hard and try to figure it out on your own?
Cersei will partner up with Darcy.
Cool.
Dorothy Vader.
Darcy says, "Just happy memories." What's the use of the spell again?
Well, if nothing else, you get to see a cute little animal.
Yeah, I don't get why we're making animals in DADA class. These animals that we are seeing are not such. They are closely tied to who you are. Each one has slightly different meanings, but these animals are here as a manifestation of our souls. They are here to defend us. I've seen them be used in many different ways, and not always do people gain their corporeal patronuses. Most oftentimes they are non-corporeal, or rather more like a cloud. I have brought Harry here because I found that he is exceptional at bringing out the best in others. Cersei, do you have a corruption point at all? Any corruption points?
Only if having a rack this good is evil.
Yeah.
Otherwise, no.
Okay. Darcy tries it out. Harry will come over, kind of beckoned by McGonagall. Oh, hello. I've heard a little about you. It'd actually be nice if you didn't, he says. Oh, that's fine too. I hear that you're a Quidditch player. Are you? Keeper, yeah. Harry will nod, and he will help Darcy to know how to use their wand. Grab their hand and kind of show them the actual wand movement. Give some tips, and Darcy will attempt. Expecto Patronum! And out of the tip of her wand, as she finishes shutting her eyes very tightly, something lands and kind of walks. It's a snow leopard.
Ooh.
Pog.
That is.
Now that I'd whip out in a fight.
Ooh.
Cersei, you should try it. You'll probably get something like a phoenix.
Yeah. Mr. Potter?
Oh, it's kind of odd. You just call me Harry.
Oh, Mr. Harry? So what do you need to do to cast it again?
He gets down. It's all about what's in here, he says, pointing to his heart. For me, for a long time, the memories I thought about were of my parents. There's a lot of hurt in my childhood, but I won't get into that. The idea that there was somebody up there who loved me and cared for me as deeply as my parents did fueled this. You want to find something that is so important to who you are, and something that elicits so much happiness that it'll never dim. Do you have a memory like that?
Cersei's gonna think for a second, and she's gonna think about Camilla and sort of basically her early childhood.
Okay, make me a charisma save.
Come on, Cersei. Oop, where is it? Oh,
Come
here we
on,
go.
Cersei needs a new pair of shoes.
26.
26. All right. That memory is strong. Please describe to us the memory that is flittering through Cersei's mind right now, as immersive as you can.
I think Cersei's memory is she remembers this time when she was really young, and and her parents like scolded her earlier that day for acting like a child, even though she was like 6 or 7 at the time, in front of important rich people, for getting emotional. And so she ended up going to her room and kind of just causing a mess because she was emotional. She was having a tantrum, and
She was very
angry.
volatile back then. Yeah.
Yeah, and eventually she just sort of, when she ran out of energy, she just kind of sat against the wall and didn't really know what to do, and just sort of cried because she didn't understand what was going on with her parents. But Camilla came in, and Camilla just sort of sat down next to her, pulled her into a hug and everything. And so Cersei was sort of like, she doesn't get why her parents were the way they were, but Camilla was there to make her feel safe and understood.
All right. It's a wonderful memory. Please expect to Patronum. It is a high DC.
What do I add to it?
It is Charms plus Dexterity.
Ooh, okay. 1 second. Oh, question before I attempt this. For downtime from last session, did I pass at raising my charms?
Let me quickly check. You were able to raise it twice.
Ooh, okay.
And then a third time for your free +1. So from wherever you had it last, it goes up by 3 to a maximum of 5.
Yes, it's with 1 second. With dexterity added, it's +6 right now. So +3, +3. Oh, that's an 8.
Anyone have a subscriber advantage?
Ooh.
You can have mine.
Anyone-
Wasn't Ted like gifted a
I am.
sub?
Am I Am I not? You can try it again. You can have mine.
Oh, thank you.
I'm fairly certain Ted has one,
Yeah.
at least.
Yes, Ted has one.
Come on, dice.
Followers list.
That's 9.
Take my subscriber advantage.
Let's go. Come on, Avery. Don't be a bitch.
Please, Avery. Please. I will kiss you, Avery, if you do this.
Hey.
23.
Better get your lipstick on.
So, come here, Avery.
Annie, hold it within yourself. You put your wand out, and every time that you feel like you're going to do it, it doesn't quite feel right. Again and again, until your eyes flick open. Go ahead and say it.
Expecto Patronum.
And what is your background? Troublemaker?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. So you do have the option of deciding your own Patronus for yourself, but there are Patronus rolling tables based on what your background is and what your house is, and so I'm going to send you some ideas. So if you like one of those, you could certainly take it.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Oh wait, I mean, I've changed the lore because I think it's like whatever. The lore is supposed to be that like your Patronus is the same thing as your Animagus form. So if you want to do that, you certainly can as well. Otherwise, you can pick one of those.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go with it is her Animagus form because I remember when I was picking out her Animagus form, I was thinking like that about that, like with the Rottweiler. I believe what the Rottweiler says about her, like with it being her Patronus, is that she is, strong and protective, but emotional.
And when you cast this out, at the end of your wand, a white smoke will billow out and begin to form into a Rottweiler that lands on the ground. And like Melody, for instance, you can probably see Cersei. Oliver, you can see her, and she's been able to create exactly herself.
Cersei, you did it.
Cersei kind of wipes her eyes and it's just like, yeah, I did it.
I'm so proud of you. Darcy will come over, put a hand on your shoulder, and his snow leopard will like kind of nudge up along the side of your Rottweiler.
That's adorable. Melody just like takes out her little camera and then just puts it away.
Yeah, Cersei definitely gives Darcy a hug.
I feel like Oliver, in this moment, seeing some of your friends starting to get it, you can feel a little knot starting to well up in your chest, even beyond your own ability to push it down. Starting to get there. Beckett or Melody, who wants to go up next?
I kind of want to go, to be honest.
Okay, let's go. We all are going to.
Yeah.
So do you want to look now or look later?
I would. I think she would probably look, and most probably look toward Nolan.
Okay. You can see him struggling. Expecto Patronum. And you can see like that white smoke coming off of it and constantly having trouble forming. Expecto Patronum. He's trying again. And then on the last one, Expecto Patronum. There's a bright white light that comes out the end of his wand, his stave, and you think that it's going to fail, but all that like smoke like light that's coming down to the ground will stop. You can see it all pull into one single space. And a small little elephant mouse
Aww.
appears. He's like sweating right now.
Nolan, you did it.
Huh? Oh, I didn't know you were watching.
Sorry. It's an elephant mouse. It's so cute.
I could feel it take shape, but I couldn't. I feel like if I cast a different spell, I'm gonna lose this one.
Hey, but you did it. And +2, while elephant mouse may be small, they are very fierce. Besides, they're called elephant mouse because elephants are afraid of them.
You can see the elephant mouse begin to flicker. And it goes away. Oh. Sorry.
Hey, it's okay.
Sometimes it's hard to keep that memory in there, you know?
It's okay. Who were you thinking about? Or what, actually?
Just a nice time with my brother when I was much younger. Yeah. Just. And let's have you attempt it. Charisma save.
Okay. +1 to charisma save. Let's go.
You got this. You can do it.
Oh, yeah, it is +1. I just forgot to change it on my sheet. There we go. That's better. 15. I'll take it.
All right. Please describe to all of us your happiest memory.
She
Much
kind of
detail as you can.
she thinks to herself about a few different things. Gregory, her little sister. But I think the one that she really like hones in on is Olivia. And especially when they snuck out to the candy store way back in 4th year.
What specifically about that memory is most happiest to you?
I think for Melody, it was the fact that she found someone not only equal that to love, but someone that she could see herself having a future with.
His attempt. Expected patrol.
Cool. Wait, I do have double check. I do have double check notes. Okay. I'm gonna use that. 19.
Woo!
That is technically a failure.
Crap.
Oh.
Does anyone have advantages? Wait. Please help.
Oh wait, I was like.
Oh yeah, Beckett is a Hufflepuff. Wait, Nolan's also a Hufflepuff.
I have words of discouragement. I cannot help you.
I think. Damn. Well, you're right. Nolan is a Hufflepuff, except Jess.
Mark just gave you advantage.
D4. And Mark gave you advantage as well, so be sure you can roll both of them.
Okay.
Advantage with the D4.
Cool. 1d4. D4.
So
Plus
one more
one.
attempt and a D4.
Okay, so
So that specific roll would be failed. But if we go with the highest of the 3 that you've done here, it would be the 19 plus 3 for a 22. Which is a success.
yeah, let's go.
All right.
I love you, Chad. Thank you.
Chad, I'm gonna kiss you too.
I'm gonna make out with
What?
every single one of you at some point.
Come here, Chad.
Just, you're in New York. I will come drive to you and give you a smooch.
Go ahead and tell me, what background are you? Groundskeeper?
Yeah, groundskeeper. Although I think I know what it is.
I'll still send it to you nonetheless.
Yeah.
Just some cool, if you're like, oh, that's even cooler than what I had in mind, you know?
That is true.
Melody. There you go.
Oh, okay. Because I did take the quiz with Melody, and it was the first one. However, I think it would be cooler if it was the last one, personally.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because it's similar to what she has now, but I think it would just be just a little. I really, really want that one so bad.
You see this? You see this?
Your chapstick versus mine. Let's see who wins, punk.
Best taste wins. I mean,
these are all future Gwyn bits, so
these are all. Did you just say these are all future Gwyn quotes?
yes.
I'm waiting for them. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.
Thanks, Jesse.
Yeah, because
it's Pride. Kiss whoever you want.
Yeah, because technically the quiz said it was the first one, but I really, really want it to be the last one because I think it'd be really cool.
So, go ahead and describe for us, I guess, as you cast out Expected Patronum, what forms in the light?
Cool. So, as she's thinking about Olivia, how she confessed her feelings, and just remembering like the smell of candy and the chocolatey kiss that they had,
The freedom.
And the freedom too, like the first time she actually was able to be a person. You see a pretty large corporeal white mist come out, and you think it's going, and it starts to get a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger until it's about 6.5 feet tall, and you see a familiar bird-like head that you think it's going to be one thing, but it slowly forms into a hippogriff.
Ooh.
2 large wings coming out. Flap, flap. And the head comes down, nobly bowing toward Melody.
She gives a little curtsy to it, even though she's like a little woozy.
I have a hippogriff.
Yes, let's go.
The beak-like head. Their front ones have talons. I don't know how best we can show this. Yeah, they have talons. And then the back ones are hooves. Hippogriff.
Yee.
Nolan says, "Did you get it?"
Yeah. I was not expecting a hippogriff.
It's corporeal.
Yeah.
for you. What is it?
It's a hippogriff.
I guess Gregory can have a little friend now. Fly around with him.
Well, I guess it would mean him and his mate would have a little pulley between the three of them.
You'll like give a little chuckle at that. Good job. What did you think of it?
I think probably it was a recent memory. I know that. Just someone that I care for deeply.
Insight check.
Ah, shit. Wait, can I do can I also do an insight check on him too?
Uh-huh.
Because he's being really weird. It's like, I don't trust this. Oh, 13. That's not good.
13.
Oh.
I'll have him make a. Okay.
Yeah, he's a divinations. He has those.
Here's what I'll say. He turns your roll into a 3 on the die.
God damn it.
So out of character, we know.
Yeah.
He wasn't being truthful about the memory that he was accessing.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know that in character.
I know.
And he did not roll very well on his insight toward you, so...
He can think whatever he thinks about the special person that she's thinking about.
That would be so cryptic.
Ape! Yeah.
Okay.
Listen,
Beckett, you're up.
Happy memory, huh?
And you can look for someone else. Janice is here with you in this class. And do you have any corruption points?
I have 2.
It is... we can do the role play. I just want to warn you, it is an automatic failure.
Yep.
Ooh.
We can talk about it. With Janice here, she says, this is a real test of our mettle as wizards. Only the best kind of wizards can actually cast this spell. I don't know if I'll be able. If I don't do it, and I get really upset, you'll be around, right?
Yeah. You'll be able to do it. It won't be a problem for you.
Stop that. Okay. Janice. She's going to close her eyes. Happy memory. No. You with a jelly slug.
That's a happy memory, right?
That is not a happy memory. Terrible time. I'm still mad about it.
Yeah, I know. I hear it every day.
Mm-hmm. Okay. She blushes. I think I have one.
You got this.
Expecto Patronum. At the tip of her wand, you can see something shoot out and land. You can see her. One tear rolls down her face as she looks down at a little skunk.
Aww.
I love that. Oh.
That's so Janice.
Yeah. Okay, I take everything back. I'm amazing, she says.
Oh, of course. That
Thank you
wasn't
for
even a
believing me.
question.
But you,
Ah,
do you have something happy?
I do, but it's kind of closely tied with an also bad memory. So,
That might be kind of more complicated. I just thought of a good one, so must just gotten lucky.
I'm lucky. Huh.
You can see that she was going to tell you what she thought about, and then she like dodged that line of questioning entirely.
Oh, I'll find out later.
That's what I'm worried about.
Ah, happy memory, happy memory.
Make a charisma save.
+14.
14. Memory is certainly happy enough. And you may mark off the spell as successfully not successful, attempted. So you can attempt it outside of class if you need to. But
Cool.
when you go, you culminate this memory in your mind. You hold it tightly. In some small terms, what would it be?
What does that mean?
What would the memory be?
Oh, just like the night of getting Philip, and like every like almost little kids dream of like it being dinosaurs, and then it evolving into like more mythological things as a Muggle, like dragons, and like coming into contact with one, but also at the same time like I left Nolan there. So it's kind of tied in with like it was a happy memory because a dragon's not something a normal person comes into contact with. So it's like a dream come true for a little kid, but at the same time, I left someone to die. So I mean,
He's fine. He's alive.
He had it
isn't he?
coming.
he had it coming,
He had it coming.
He had it coming.
and that was my first corruption point.
Literally, all of my characters have like watched that guy die. It's been so consistent. I guess Alexi is free.
We're inside Beckett's memory here, and it's kind of rose-colored glasses is what happens. Beckett puts out his wand, thinking of it, and says, "Expecto." We are pulled away into Beckett's memory. This large dragon, sending fire up. We focus in on Beckett's face, sparkles in his eyes, and you standing in front of this great thing. Nolan yelling over toward you underneath of its bow. And you knowing how dangerous this is. You argue with him for a little while. And you can see the memory begins to kind of warp. Darkness pooling in all around. And you can hear, "Beckett! Please! Please!" And when you turned away, sort of running through the forest all disappears around you until you're just running in a dark, deep void. There is a flame that comes from behind you, not blue like the Hybridian black has, but rather green. And you like kind of turn around, trip, and fall backward. And Beckett, you can see where you are, kind of in the class right now, right in this moment. You can see yourself standing in front of a small pyre that is about as tall up to as your shoulders. You can see also a smaller flame off to the right. One that is probably about the size of a campfire. And you can see reflected in the flames Oliver looking down into it and kind of just wringing his hands. You can see yourself turn around toward you. And I think you would be able to see behind the flames in the haze forms silhouetted on black, so just barely being able to be made out, like faces and hands and arms, odd distorted bodily shapes, the kinds of things perhaps that you might see with your schizophrenia. Just sort of like looming over as a sort of emphasis on top of it. You can see yourself just staring back at you, the flames behind them. And then, what do you do, Becky?
I think Beckett just like kind of like cowers. I'm guessing this is all in his mind, just like cowers and like covers his head.
You like kind of like take a few steps back. You are still in that like younger form that you were in second year, or third year, and you like put some hands over your head and hold yourself down. And this form of yours, this form, Beckett, represents the. It's kind of complicated. It represents the worst parts of you, but not necessarily the worst parts of you. The parts of you that Beckett believes is the worst parts of himself. Who would that person be? What would they be like?
It's tough. That's tough. Damn it.
What does Beckett not like about himself? What maybe very deep, deep down does he think is bad or wrong?
Oh, fuck it. Fuck, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know
Well,
what he would
then,
think.
I think what happens right now is that you run from that person, not able to understand, not able to interact or become or face this very harrowing truth. You can see them, they look at you, look down at you, almost with a sense of derision, and turn back toward the flame, putting their hand out toward it and it burning up their side. And you can feel a burn mark on your arm just as you come back to. No. That's okay, Beckett. Huh? Spell didn't work. I'm sure you'll get it eventually. We could always try elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oliver. Beckett couldn't get it either. You could feel that knot just growing even more, seeing it hit the grid. So many others. Skunk, the mouse. What would yours even look like? What would this feel like? You feel you had a strong enough emotion, but there was something within you, something you've yet to really been able to confront. And as you sit here, sitting next to Reese, Reese has his head on your shoulder. And the two of you unable to get a Patronus. You're quiet, lost in thought. Your mind also will wander to that dark space devoid of life. With only a subtle flame waiting for you. You're sitting next to a green campfire. You can see somebody moving on the other side. Through the flames, you see yourself staring directly at you. The player looks away on the other side.
This is accidentally very much like his Boggart, so this is good stuff.
Then I'd like you please to make a wisdom save if you're afraid of it.
Yeah, definitely. $13.
You may continue with the scene, but keep in mind that you were exorbitantly fearful.
I think if this is the same as Beckett, where it's a manifestation of him, but all the bad parts.
What Oliver considers to be all the bad parts.
Mm-hmm. Is definitely someone who just exudes like recklessness and like kind of like selfish ignorance, like that kind of thing is kind of what's going through his mind. Where Oliver's like really like very self-conscious about his lack of typical intelligence, ignoring that he's very good at practical intelligence, and he's also always in the back of his mind thinking about how Olivia was the smart one who could pick up a good plan, and he was always the one who just did things.
Behind you, behind him, you can see someone appears, walking into the space. It is your sister. Her hair a little bit longer. She comes down and places a hand up on your head. Hey, idiot. Don't call me that. You are. It's just a fact. We don't have to shy away from it. What do you want? What do you mean, what do I want? Move over. You kind of move over, and she will sit down, places her legs on the side of your shadow self. I don't like it when you do this. And she will like flick you in the side of the head. You can see someone who is sort of pathetic. You can see someone who is only really thinking about themselves, but is also, you feel uncomfortable. You love your sister. That she would act this way, that she would treat you like this. More so, you can feel a connection with them, that they believe it. What are you doing here? She says toward you.
I don't know. I think I'm just a little confused.
You there. And she kind of like chuckles there. And you can see your shadow self kind of shy away, not correct her, not look into her. No. Damn it, I had a thing I was going to say. It's gone. She says, you know I left it because of you, right?
That isn't true.
I think that's for me to say. I mean, you might not be able to put two and two together, but I couldn't stand you. Being around you every single day was far too much for me. And I had to keep pretending like I was something I was not. You could never accept me for who I was, and I mean, I certainly couldn't accept you for who you are. Little itty bitty brother, constantly needing care and attention. Like, can't even talk about his own feelings without coming to mommy or daddy. You needed me, and I loathed you for it.
I think Oliver's body language will now just kind of mirror the shadow one, where he's just kind of like looking at his feet, not acknowledging it.
Make a wisdom save. I've been considering it. I want to give you disadvantage. Make another one.
Hell yeah.
Sit there in that thing, and you can feel that fire begin to rise. And just before it really grows too much, hey, dinner best, right? Reese is on your shoulder.
I think Oliver's gonna like stare like wide-eyed forward for a moment, and then turn and go, "Yeah, I mean, he did say it wasn't easy."
The bell goes. Bong, 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 bong. And for everyone else here, you can see in the doorway as people try to leave, Magnus has just arrived. My apologies. We move off to the side as a few people start to leave. Minerva, I heard that you brought a visitor into our school. I'm certain that you would have no problems with the savior of Hogwarts visiting from time to time. I invited him to see how Hogwarts has changed. And Magnus looks over toward Harry Potter. Well, Mr. Potter, it's wonderful to see you again. He'll come closer, put a hand out toward him. Harry will look down at it. Certainly. He'll put his hand, and Harry will shake his. I see that you helped out with our lesson. Not exactly something approved, but I don't think I'd have much of a problem with it. I always, even though you're not with us anymore, I still stand by what I said. And what's that, Magnus? You would have made a fine orb. That's what I was afraid of, Harry said. Magnus looks a little bit taken aback. Well, anyway, I was just going to show him to the owl ring. You have duties to attend to, do you not? I do. I hope you have a good... Sorry. I hope you have a good tour. And he looks toward Rojas. Valeria, can I have a word with you, please? Sure. Two of them will go talk. Okay. And now that all that's done, hi, Ella! I hope you're still here. Nice to see you. This is a Hogwarts-themed D&D game. Aww. Okay. And we all just were working on our Patronuses, if you weren't seeing them. Some people have corruption points, which make Expecto Patronum especially difficult to cast. If you have one, which Oliver has, you may attempt to, at disadvantage, to cast it, but you will never gain a corporeal form unless you heal your corruption points. For Beckett, having 2 corruption points or more, it's an automatic failure. It's too much baggage there.
This lesson with Alexi is going to be an absolute blast.
Oh, Lord.
Because he has 3.
He's going to try casting it, and his wand is just going to turn around and be like, actually, you know what? And then his wand is just going to pull out a gun.
Fucking sideways. My wand, my Patronus is a Glock.
No, I like the chat. Like the wand just explodes, just like expecto patro.
Honestly,
Expecto
that is what
Patronum.
should happen.
All right. You guys walk out of that classroom, either overjoyed with your ability to find some new power here, or worried about what you've seen, what you've felt in this class.
As we're leaving, I would like to tell Nolan that I need to talk to him in private at some point.
Are they gonna make out?
Why, you want to watch?
They talk in private so much.
Yeah, because Melody was actually going to go up and ask him Nolan the same thing.
You know, Beckett,
Hmm.
I wasn't considering that you had gotten a corruption point from that thing with Nolan. Didn't last time we
Oh, no.
apologize with him?
I did. Yeah.
We apologized to him before? We
Yeah.
had a really great heart to heart.
Yeah.
I think you should heal at least one corruption point.
Yay!
Ooh.
So, at the end of the episode, I'll allow you to retry that, okay?
Okay.
We can keep our charisma save there that we did earlier. Okay. So, I don't think it's needed. Do you still want to talk to Nolan?
Yeah. I think that one's needed.
If you say so. Okay. We'll talk to him near the end of the episode here. When he's next available.
Yeah, because Melody was going to ask Nolan the same thing too.
Oh shit! She was like, "Oh, Melody and I were going to. I'll meet with you later."
Yeah,
if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
If not today, some other time.
Arithmancy is next. Let's see who has arithmancy.
Is it opposite something? I can't remember if I dropped this or not.
Melody is the only one in arithmancy.
Oh yeah, I must have stopped doing it just to simp for Reese.
Simp for Reese.
Simp for Reese. Actually, I think it might be. I have to double check. I'd double check if it overlaps. Okay, reference, class schedule, 5th year, arithmancy. Yes, it's at the same time as Muggle studies.
Ooh.
That's why I dropped it, because I needed my Muggle studies.
Yeah. As for arithmancy, I'll get my notes here again. The tests for arithmancy are getting unbearable, as owls are close at hand. Professor Vector has gotten even more strict. She's seemingly very happy with the new rules and ordinances that have been being put in place. If you could believe it, she's more strict. And testing is almost all that you're actually practicing. Melody, you may attempt 2 spells with intelligence.
Sweet. So she's gonna. Oh, yeah. She's gonna see if she can try to lock in Avis.
Okay.
That's a 22.
What kind of bird do you conjure?
I think for this class, because it's trying to keep quiet, she's gonna do probably like a bunch of tiny hummingbirds.
Oh, a little swarm of hummingbirds. They're very loud, all buzzing.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
And next one.
And she's probably gonna try to lock in Ventus. Yeah. 3.
Go Melody. Lock it in.
Dirty 20.
Woo!
Because you got 2 rolls that are above 20, you get to keep your O. That is
Hell
amazing.
yeah.
What's your modifier for these? I'm like looking at the rolls. A +4, +3, and you got an 18 and 17? Like, fuck yeah, man! That's exactly what you needed to continue with your outstanding in arithmancy.
Oh no. I just thought of something really stupid. That I am the Dom to Avray. Avray will kneel before me.
Avray will be my sub. I guarantee you're the one with less power in that dynamic.
I
Me and
don't care.
Avray are in an abusive relationship.
I'm like the switch because like sometimes Avray is like, ooh yeah, here you go, here's some 20s for you. Sometimes it's like, nope, I'm giving you only 2s today.
Avray
You're
absolutely hates me. Like my average roll is like 11. Like
For Brooke, they're like a I don't know, they're like a pleasure dom or something. Because they're like nat 20, nat 20, nat 20, nat 1, you bitch, nat 1. They're like, yeah, take it. But then they're all like nice sometimes. It's like Avray gives aftercare.
I do always like when this happens to Brooke specifically the most. Is Brooke rolls a natural 1, she gets a subscriber advantage. Natural 1, she gets a subscriber advantage. Natural 1, and then it'll be like a 2 and a 3, and then she'll roll like 20 nat 20s after that. But
yeah,
I remember hearing this person talk once about just they were like saying like, yeah, they were in a relationship where the person they were with was like, yeah, take it. And they're like, yeah, what am I supposed to do? You just smacked me.
That's why communication is very important. After arithmancy, we all have charms, where all of you guys are going to be able to get 2 spells, but you're only able to attempt 1 new from the 5th year list. So just like last time, but like unless you've done it previously, then it doesn't count. I don't know if I'm making sense. So pick 2 spells. Only one of them can be from the 5th year list.
just
And
don't
then your
pick
other one has to be
2
one
new
you've either
5th year
attempted
spells.
before from the 5th year list or something else. I think that's a clear way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay. This is for charms?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Whoa. 5,000-year-old tree. 14 Gall U.
Okay, here we go. I was like, where are the
There's
spells?
good Bible lore in that Wikipedia article.
What is this GIF that Beckett sent us?
Don't worry about it.
No one remembers this one. Expecto
Holy
Patron, and he like throws a bunch of shit at the pancake on the ceiling. No one remembers this. He eats a cucumber, he says, and that's why I'll eat your ass.
That is a grilled cheese.
Is it? Is it a grilled cheese? It looks like a fucking
I think
pancake.
it's a grilled cheese.
It looks like
Maybe
a
I'm wrong.
pancake.
No, I think it's a
I have
pancake.
my spells.
Yeah, it's a pancake.
Expecto Patron.
I love how he also like
Alex,
throws the cat.
Y'all are too crazy.
Alex,
Wait,
I'm
Mark's playing
doing
Diablo.
Protego Maxima
Uh-huh.
and Fumos.
That is not in Charms class.
Oh, I'm not reading correct. Okay, never mind. I'm doing Pelasudi Palace and
Fumos.
Fumos, which is definitely in Charms. I remember being annoyed about this not being in D8 yet.
Yes, it is in Charms.
I'm not crazy. Okay, so this one is for Pelasudi Palace. God help me.
That's a failure.
Oh, okay.
Pelicity Palace has a higher than average DC.
And I got a 10 for Fumos, which I think is also a failure.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oliver, Charmed grade goes down to an E. Who's up next?
I can go.
Okay, Melody. Just
Uh,
remember, you can tire those out of class now, Oliver.
Yay. Let's go with Herbivicus.
Okay.
21.
That's a success. You're able to make plants. There's like a potted plant that's currently dying, and you're able to make it bolster outward and begin growing wildly.
Oh, okay. And then she's gonna attempt to lock in. Actually, sorry, I'm like, where is it? Yeah. Yeah. Let's do Herbivicus again, just to lock it in.
All right.
19.
And that's a success. So with a 21 and 19, let's see, what kind of grade did you have before? Melody, you had an E. High or low, because you're right on the cusp.
Hi, please.
Whoa.
Damn it.
No. Flitwick is a tough grader, obviously. Next.
Yeah, I'll do. Was that Oliver? I was just looking at it.
You're a little robot-y, Cersei.
Oh, sorry. Pellucidus.
Pellucidipellis, I heard.
I believe in you, Annie. I believe in your ability to not be a robot. And also to cast a spell.
I believe.
I'm calling. Come on. 18.
That is the DC.
Woo!
Nice.
Wait, is it? I might be getting mixed up. Shit. I might be getting mixed up. I think it might be 20.
I don't know, Alex. You already said it. You might as well let it go.
No, it is 20. It's sorry.
No.
It's not the DC. I'm so sorry.
Melody,
It's my bad. In fact, I will give you. Actually, I want to give everybody inspiration, and Oliver, you can use that retroactively if you want, because we've all done really great role play.
Communism
Yay!
strikes again.
Listen, in this case, communism is
Okay,
good.
fine. Beckett does not get inspiration. Everyone else does.
Hooray!
Melody.
Did you redo Pellicity?
Yeah, I got a 24.
That's way better. Oliver, I'll let you keep your O, and that's a success. The DC is 20. See, Abscondi is 17, and then Pellicity Pellis is 20 for the DC.
Melody.
What?
I could use some courage. I could use some nice words.
I'm gonna give you some bad words.
No, fuck you.
Don't do that. No. Let's not bully our friends.
But that's what makes us friends.
It's like Beckett's words of discouragement. Because, I don't know, Cersei is a masochist. They're actually words of encouragement still.
Joke's on you. I'm into that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can't do this.
Sissy, you can do this.
You'll never be
Joke's on you. I have a degradation kink.
Oh my god.
I have a praise king and a degradation
kink. It's like the same energy as I have the power of God and anime on my side.
That just reminds me of that line that's just like, what? Calling people daddy is gross. Don't kink shame me. Kink shaming people is my kink.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, come on.
So, do we get any rerolls here, or we're just waiting on the D4 from Cersei here?
Yeah. Come on, two or more.
Come on,
Yes!
boom! That was a 50-50 chance, and you got it. That is a successful Pellucidi Pellus, meaning that when you and Oliver cast, and cast out Pellucidi Pellus, having a tap the top of your head whenever you do it, it feels like an egg has been cracked on top of your head. The egg yolk in this way, or the white of the egg, is starting to come down your hair, and you can feel it on your skin, and it kind of like goes all over you until you are entirely invisible.
All right, I'm immediately gonna start poltergeisting Reese.
Cersei is just gonna say to Oliver, like, "Oh, okay, I'm glad that we're entirely visible. When I read the spell description, at first I thought it was just going to make my clothes disappear."
Why would you think that?
Why
It
would
says
you
that-
cast it then?
Well,
If that's
what
what
was
you
your
thought was
plan,
going to
Cersei?
happen, why did you cast it? Sam
Well-
says, or something.
Cersei's just like, the spell description, like the spell, when I read it in the book, says anything that the person is wearing turns invisible.
That you went past the first paragraph where it says you go invisible. That's the second paragraph. It's really
Too hot to
Yeah,
read
it's not a flashing charm, Sam says.
But I don't know. It could be useful in situations.
What situations?
And then
Name
immediately
two.
Sam is going to like put a hand over to Oliver's mouth. Don't ask that question.
You just see
Oh.
Melody's face as hearing all this go beat red and just puts her hood up and just sinks into her chair, just like, I'd
We're
want to be
late
a...
fifth year. We're late fifth year. People know.
She's still doing this!
Jesus loves me, so I know. Full tells me so.
Welcome to Charms Class. We're all children of Jesus. For Cersei's other spell, though, she's gonna do Herbivicus as well.
Okay.
16.
All right. High or low?
High, always high.
I got high, so you're gonna
Woo!
have an O in this class. You gotta keep your O.
Yay!
Okay, Beckett, you're last. I think. No, wait, Melody, did you go yet?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Yeah, you did the Herbivicus once. Beckett.
I'll do Confundo.
Nope.
Nope,
In fact,
nope,
that's
nope.
Oh shit. Unfortunately, my Wild Magic Surge table is gone because the subreddit where I get it from is
It's on strike, baby.
Uh-huh.
It is on strike. I mean, to be fair, charging people millions of dollars to make your site readable, pretty interesting choice, Reddit. That's pretty big brand.
And then,
That is funny though, as a consequence.
I think Glisio, is it?
You mean Glizio?
Glizio. Yeah, Glizio.
The hot dog spell.
We're in fifth year. We can attempt to make our own spells.
Can we?
Excuse me, what?
I would
When
like
when
the
does that start, by the way? Because I need to remember that for more characters.
Can we?
It starts at the beginning of fifth year. It is supposed to be a secret unlock.
Oh, I see. That's good.
I don't know
need
what's
to
happening.
start
Glizio.
making- yeah, Glizio.
18.
There, you can now turn.
He conjures a
You
hot
can now turn
dog.
stairs into slots.
Good.
With a 18, I'll put your grade up. You're passing.
Hooray!
Glizio, for those of you who are not aware, is something that Naz did in Thursday night, and he conjured a hot dog inside of Nolan's throat, in which Nolan then coughed it out, flew across the way, and smacked Brett in the face with it.
Yes.
Glizio. That happened.
Love it.
That's Charms Glass. At the end of it, we had some conversations that people wanted to have.
Me.
Melody, where are you meeting Nolan? Are we just hanging out like in like a courtyard, maybe viaduct, sitting on one of the benches?
Yeah, I think she would do that.
Okay. You walk up, Nolan's already sitting here. Took you long enough.
Sorry, I just had to finish up some last minute notes.
You doing okay?
I think so. Are you doing okay?
Honestly? No. No, I'm not.
Well, what's wrong? You know you can tell me.
This year's just been really stressful. There's so much that I'm working toward. I'm trying to be a good wizard. I want to be there for the people that care about me. You all got hurt.
I mean, yeah, we got hurt multiple times, to be honest.
I feel like I'm a burden.
No. Absolutely not.
I suppose it's just one of those things, you know. Hear you can hear it as many times as possible, but I still feel it. Like if I wasn't around, maybe things would be different.
No,
I'm not gonna
No.
leave or anything. It's just thoughts.
I know. But, Noel, you are probably one of the most thoughtful people that I've met here. You push yourself beyond anything that I could even imagine. And for one things, I care about you a lot. And I want to be there for you when you're upset or feeling like this. I'm glad you told me. And I don't want to see you leave.
You don't have to worry about that. I have enough that's keeping me here anyway. It's just hard. It's hard. He stops himself from saying the rest of the sentence. Forget it.
No. Look,
It's just stupid. It's just stupid feelings.
it can't honestly be that stupid.
I guarantee you it is.
I mean, the one stupid thing I did was swallowing that damn artifact. I think that was kind of stupid.
You survived, which is even more surprising.
And not to mention, every time I try to get it out, it is stuck to me.
You actually tried. You listened to what I said.
Yes. Because I trust you. Because I believe that it's like we make a good team. And I know I haven't been the best person as well. I have my own faults with that.
When our wills are aligned, it's like we could take on the world, do anything.
Yeah. And I she kind of stopped herself for a sec before she continues on.
Melody, I don't know if I can keep doing this. I thought I could. I thought I could handle all this. It's just not going. I'm gonna hurt you. I know I'm going to if we keep going with this, and I couldn't live with myself then.
I mean,
I don't think we can. I don't think we can be friends anymore.
what? No.
I keep feeling like I can just push these things down and not feel the way I feel. But I can't, and you want someone who's going to be genuine with you, and what I am isn't what you're looking for. And I'm accepting that. It's okay, and I wanted to be your friend, but I can't get you out of my head. So I don't want to pretend like I feel friendly toward you, because I don't. I keep thinking and rethinking, thinking that I shouldn't feel the way I feel, but I do. I love you, Letty, and I can't stand pretending like I'm your friend. It's not fair to you. I need to move on. So,
Melody's like kind of takes it. She kind of gets up from where she's sitting. And even though she knows that he'll probably push her away, she is still going to give him a hug.
make a little save here.
What save?
I'm making a little save for myself here. Nolan, to see what he does. He doesn't push you away.
Weak.
You hold him and he kind of just melts. His feelings toward you are far too strong to be able to, be actually cold toward you. Even this declaration that he doesn't feel like he can be your friend is only said because he respects you.
And she's gonna, as she's like hugging him, she's gonna kind of grab his face in her hands. I know you're trying to protect me. And I get it. Bloody hell, like, I thought that in third year giving you space was the right decision. I thought that what I was doing was protecting you. But
I was so lonely that year. It was like I had nobody, and I didn't think you cared.
because I didn't know how to handle it. Because she starts a little tearing up, but she is really just trying to hold it together fully. Because Nolan, you were the very, very first friend that I made. And I'm going to be honest with you, I had no idea how people became friends. Or how to stay relationships. I takes forever. But okay, I know this is going to sound completely silly, but I think it was second year that I started having a crush with you. And I'm not saying it out as an excuse, but I'm saying it because I'm being genuine with you. And I
didn't know that. Well, I knew. You left me during the ball. I think your feelings were clear though. I know how much Olivia means to you, and I don't want to get in the way of that.
why would you get in the way of it? You wouldn't.
I would want to. I know it's terrible. It's so terrible. I will try to be your friend again, like all this. Make up, and that was important to me. Still is, but I thought even if I can't be with her, just being around her might make this pain in my chest go away. But I'm around you, and wow, I feel so happy. I feel so lost too. I don't want to feel like that. And I don't want you to build a friendship with someone who isn't going to feel the same. We're friends, but that's not all it is to me. Is that all it is to you? Just one statement, would just clear things up. Just make everything right. Please.
Okay. She kind of like takes like a second. Second becomes 2 seconds. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with words, but and she just kind of looks at him.
He's going to tap his stave, and that golden glow will show up so he can look right at you.
And I'm sorry, just out of character, like he asked about is the friendship? Is that all?
So to try to be as now as clinical, so we understand exactly what's happening, is that Nolan has obviously had feelings for you for a very long time. They kind of had a parting of ways, and then we kind of came back to that, right? But because we had that parting of ways, it has changed to both of you. And he still holds those feelings for you, and that whenever you talk about Olivia, whenever you're happy about that, he's upset. He's like, because he wants to be with you, he loves being around you, and because you or he perceives you as not wanting to be around him in the same way, it is so painful for him to even just be in your presence. That's one half of it. The other half is that he doesn't think it's right. He thinks that he's like lying if he's like, you want to, like, let's be friends. And he's like, I don't feel friendly. I'm in love. And that's a problem. If you want a friend, I'm not it. And it's not right to you that that I fill that role that I don't actually fit into. Like, just be lying the whole time. So he's asking you just to sort of once and for all, just to clear the air. If you feel friendly toward him or not, and maybe you feel something more.
Okay, yeah, because just out of character, because I've been thinking about this for a while, primarily because her complicated with like him and Olivia. It's extremely complicated.
Extremely.
Extremely. But in this moment, because she feels vulnerable with him, like the first time in a very long time, she just kind of takes a deep breath. As weird as it is for me to say this, but I still have feelings for you.
I don't know how to handle it. I'll be completely honest. Oh boy, that makes me so happy, and in the worst way possible.
I know. Like, okay, so
He's like wiping his eyes. He's like crying.
okay, so because she like now that she's finally like she feels like a weight's been like lifted off her chest, and now she can actually be like, for full disclosure, I asked Olivia about the whole bowl situation, and she thought that having you there with the both of us, well, with me specifically, to make me feel happier. And to be honest, I can't see myself living without you or her. So, and I what I'm trying to say is I want to try and make this work, and and she is really I am like me having a hard time. She also having a hard time trying to put it into words.
I want you to. Olivia was always nice to me. I really love you, Melody. I've known you for years. I'm sorry that all of this has gotten so complicated.
I know.
He's gonna stand up. and he's going to hug you.
She's gonna hug him right back.
He's like wiping tears from his eyes after that's done. I think this was needed. I've just been really scared of taking this step.
But I can never be more proud of you for being you. I don't care
You
about.
want me to cry, Morph?
Listen, we're both tearing up here.
You were the first thing I ever saw. And the last thing I want to see. He'll come forward and he'll give you the softest kiss on the cheek.
It's. To be honest, I was so confused for the longest time, but I can't see myself, or going on without being with either of you, so, but.
I think we need some time to talk more than we are right now.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Maybe we could go on a date. Later? Later in the
Yeah.
week? I'll figure something out. I promise.
Yeah. I think I like that.
Okay. Beckett wanted to meet with me, and I don't know how I'm gonna handle that now.
Honestly, it's Beckett. It's Beckett. Just don't worry about it.
I'll see you around.
Yeah.
Bye. He like grabs. He almost forgets his stave. Sorry.
You're safe.
He will walk away awkwardly. And you gain the Nolan perk.
Polycule
Holy
route. Let's
shit.
fucking go.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck. Okay.
Here's me off to the side, just throwing crackers at you.
Listen, I was debating on that for a while, but I'm like, you know what? She loves them both way too fucking much to not do that.
Why not
And
both?
on top of that, before Shay left, Shay's character was certainly all for it. Invited him to be a part of your two date before, and yeah.
I was cracking up when he said Olivia's always been nice to me, and I just flash back to everything where she jumped him, threw him down some stairs, got a corruption point for it.
It's the reverse.
He's talking about after they made up. They made up. So he let it go.
That Meet the Robinsons moment where it's like, "Hey Goob, nice binder. Hey Goob, want to hang out after school?" They all hated me.
Yeah. Oh, he's always the best.
Fuck
you!
Yeah. Oh, I feel so much better after that. Oh, I feel so much better.
Okay. You gain the Nolan perk. I can see. I can fight. That's a.
Oh no!
Oh, no!
I can see. Nolan helps you access your inner eye. Add half your proficiency bonus to any divination readings you attempt to make. And not just that, but gain +2 to your armor class.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. So, question: do I still have the moth vest that Beckett gave me?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. You tell me.
What?
Beckett, do you want your moth vest back?
No, fuck no.
Okay, cool. Because her armor class is now 17.
Ooh.
Solid, man. Especially when you have a reaction Protego to throw out, because what's the max, right? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah.
I know, Beckett, you want to do a scene with Nolan. So I wanted to throw out, like, if it doesn't fit in today, then maybe next session I want Cersei to talk with Darcy a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't fit in today.
Yeah.
But Beckett, do you still want to have that conversation?
Yeah, I don't mind waiting till like next time either.
Okay.
I know you're probably gonna have to pick Jordan up anyway.
Now, I will say, you guys, remind him next week because he might forget.
Goldfish.
Yes, please do. Please do remind me. Yeah, that goldfish memory, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Wait, what's next week?
thank you. Just remind me next week that we want to have these conversations. We definitely
Gotcha.
can. We can have it right at the start. Okay. Thank you guys so much for playing for tonight. And we've had some wonderful, amazing scenes. Can't believe Melody and Nolan is now a thing now. That's and what a deep role play that was. We also see Oliver and Beckett with their shadow selves and the difficulties that they have with handling their own magic. And of course, Cersei's growing relationship with Juniper and Darcy and her own acceptance.
I love any chance for my characters to disassociate. So,
Bye,
Oh
Cersei.
no, not the.
or in it went out
That's
the
what on the
perfect
broadcast
time.
there.
Mhm.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye, stream.
Bye bye.